Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the moment that we've been waiting for here. This is the grand final match. It is Team Queen taking on SPYS here. I'm Brimstone. We've got Sternab up there. We've got Hap up there,
Come
Sternab
on.
down here. I always get this wrong. My coordination is awful. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But either way, it's not indicative of who's on top and who's on the bottom. They're two amazing casters doing an amazing job as well. And we're excited for this one. Sternab, you've been part of this all season long. This is it. This is the finals. How long have you been waiting for this? I mean, obviously time-wise, it's been about 9 weeks, but
I mean, honestly, like since we started talking about doing a women's league, I'm sure it's no secret to anyone that I'm part owner, of course, as well of CCS. And when kind of Jess came to us with this idea, or like, this could be a good idea to try and help out the community as well and everything like that. And then my mind was thinking, like, who's actually going to end up here in the finals and what's going to happen? And I think it's going to be no surprise to anyone that's going to be Queen, who did end up there. I kind of thought, like, how the regular season was going, that it was the other team that was going to be there was going to be Nossi. It was not going to be SPYS. But as things have progressed, SPYS have definitely been picking up the slack. They've been doing very, very well themselves. So, we'll have a look how that's going to go down as we do get into the finals and we get into the map bans and things like that, and see exactly where we're going to be going.
definitely. What I want to do is I want to pull up the brackets. I know we were showing them just before the break there, but in case anyone wasn't joining us at that moment and you've just tuned in now for the grand finals, we've got the brackets here. Of course, that first match that we had today. Well, first we'll talk about how we got here. Going back to yesterday, Saturday, we had Team Queen taking on Team Endpoint. They took that one pretty decisively, 2 maps to none. Then moving on, we had SPYS taking on North Sea Gaming. It was a nail biter, finishing on the third map, an 8-7 overtime victory of SPYS on Consulate. Definitely, as we were just saying, not the result we were expecting. North Sea was the favored team going into that one, even though they were coming in as the third seed team going up against the second seed team. As Sternab was saying, all season long, North Sea Gaming was looking like that close number 2 team Queen. So a bit of an upset there. And then moving on to today, we had Endpoint taking it 2 maps to none over North Sea to take that third place. So kudos to them. They definitely stepped it up when they needed to and got themselves into a quote-unquote medal position. And now we find ourselves at the grand final. Team Queen going up against SPYS. Hap, we've been talking a lot about Team Queen. We've been talking a lot about how they're the favorites. Let's show SPYS some love. What can they do, and what would make them successful that gives them the edge over Team Queen, do you think?
Okay, hard question, first of all.
Yeah.
Queen has been on top the entire season, uncontested, only lost 4 rounds once, and that was against Sphinx, who ended up at the bottom of the scoreboard, so that's not something that you would expect normally. But what I think that they can do is maybe just look at the way they played, just actively counter strat. Maybe even go for a very strange kind of playstyle if they have practiced that, of course. Like, I myself was thinking, like, if you're playing against a team that's so much better than you on gun skill and mechanical skill, a Jaegerman shouldn't sound too crazy if you know how to toss in your grenades, if you know how to clear with that stuff. So, but of course, it's very risky to do as well, because you basically you're gonna have to go to the defense yourself at some point as well. But I don't know if they play like they did yesterday, especially during the first map. If they manage to keep that level, then they will definitely have a shot at winning it, or at least bringing it close against Queen, because that first map was actually so beautiful. It was just hot droning all in the like all over the place. Good calls about when to plant. There was good frags coming down from literally every single player. So if they manage to keep that level, then they will have a good time against Queen.
Not only that, but like looking over the regular season as well, SPYS, even though like Queen went through flawlessly, yeah, they win all of their games, right? SPYS was actually very, very close as well. Like SPYS lost in week 3 against B-Titans, and then they lost against Queen in week 8. And the B-Titans game was narrowly. It was by 1 round in overtime as well on Cafe. So you look at SPYS, and like other than that, they won every single other game. So, you got to be thinking at that point, like, SPYS is basically the only other almost flawless team coming out, right? Like North Sea had 7 wins as well, so like they did very well for themselves. So like, yeah, like SPYS is, if any team is going to contest them right now, it is SPYS. They did very well for themselves yesterday. They had a nail biter of a game against North Sea, which they eventually did come out on top as well on that decider of Consulate. So yeah, I think that SPYS, depending on maps of whether we want to go, it's going to be interesting. But we'll have a look at the rosters and see exactly who's playing on what team.
Definitely, these are the names that are going to be making a difference here. Team Queen featuring those Fab Five of Shishka, Mia, Shadow, Kitty, and Luna, and they'll be facing off against SPYS with Alice Canary going as Canary, continuing her trend from yesterday. Valkia, who is in game as Pascal, Novo, who was that difference maker in that final match, in the final rounds on Consulate yesterday, and then Miax as well, rounding out a very formidable roster as well there. This is going to be very interesting. I like what you brought up, Hap, there, and I'd like to further on that. I think what SPYS, if they don't have the mechanical ability that Team Queen does, what they can do is do their best to control things before the game even starts, being it the operator bans, focusing on what they can control before the game even starts, and of course the map bans, which is going to be crucial as well. Try to take the games where you want to take them, and fight the fights that you want to fight against Team Queen. And speaking of, we will go into the map ban phase right now to see where we will be going.
So
Yeah.
we'll have a look how that is going to be going down, and we'll have a look what the map bans are. Looking over Queen's maps, I did say before that Queen can basically go anywhere, but they haven't gone to bank at all, and I kind of feel like they're going to continue that trend, and they're just going to ban bank out. But other than that, they have a pretty solid map pool. Clubhouse and Cafe definitely being two of their most stronger maps, and Cafe not being a good map for SPYS. It was like one of the only maps that they dropped during the regular season.
I see though that Queen actually banned Consulate, so maybe because bank is still going to be open, this might be something that SPYS want to use, because it's kind of a wild card, right? But the question here is, do you want to go to your best map or their weakest map right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, of course, it has to come along a bit. We see Cafe being banned right now, Border being picked up by Queen. As Jess said yesterday, that is maybe one of their weakest maps overall, at least when she played them. Question is, will that be indeed the case? Is Coastline as well to be picked up by SPYS now? So which one will be the decider? That is going to be the question. 2 more bans to come in. Queen will be coming up with the first one, and that is Bank to be removed. Indeed, you're right. We won't be seeing Bank today. SPYS.
Yeah, but will be a Clubhouse decider, and I think honestly that this map pool does benefit Queen quite a lot. Border is definitely a decent map for Queen, but don't forget SPYS in their last play day did 7-0 Penta on Border, so
they show potential.
That can be, that can definitely be a good map as well. Like Border is a very kind of like plain map. There's a lot to do there still, and there's no going to be a real tactical advantage. We did see Queen dominate on Border very, very recently, so no, that could be a very, very close map. It's interesting that Queen would decide to go there and they wouldn't pick up something else. But yeah, and we'll see Coastline as the second map. SPYS have had a dominating performance on Coastline throughout the regular season, but honestly, I feel like SPYS have to lock it out on Border, because I feel like they can definitely take Coastline, but Clubhouse has just been such a great map for Queen.
Yeah, that means that indeed they need to take down Border, and if they manage to actually get that one, then we are gonna have a good fight going up for their money. But that does also mean that if Queen is going to be managing to win Border, then the uphill battle is definitely going to be a hard one for SPYS to climb. And I'm not sure if they're going to be up for that, because they gave a lot of energy yesterday. It's been close multiple times. They've almost been eliminated. Managed to get back into the back at Novo. Now that they can either, like, it could give a real morale boost, for example. But it could also, like, you've tired yourself out a bit, right? Because that's what we're seeing, that teams that go to the wire are more likely to lose the matchup afterwards than teams that have a relative easy one, like 7-1, 7-2s, for example. And then it doesn't help as well that you're going up against Queen. So
Also, quick note here: Luna from Team Queen did hit champion rank in EU yesterday.
oh,
So congrats to her for that. Hit that 5k
does
magical
SPYS
mark.
have a champion? That's the question.
Don't believe so. Maybe in Pascal, but yeah, she's the 175th best player in EU right now.
Okay. I didn't reach Diamond myself yet, so
That's unfortunate.
I tried, but I couldn't get it this time. I've been Diamond 6 times. As soon as I quit playing and became a caster, wasn't able to do it anymore.
Wow, that's why we're casters, unfortunately.
That's why we're casters. We can't play.
We can't play.
That's the meme. But yeah, no, definitely, it's going to be an interesting one. Border. What do you, like? There's a lot of different ways in attacking it and how to approach it as well, and how to do the setup. So, I'm actually interested to see if, for example, SPYS is going to be innovating the map, or if they're going to be going with default setups, something like it's. What are we going to see?
Also, something to mention here as well about the map pool is that the second map, Coastline, was a win by Queen against SPYS during that last matchup during week 8. It was 7-3 to Queen, and that was a very, very dominant performance from
SPYS
Queen
won it very
overall.
dominantly yesterday as well, though, so they might actually feel very confident. Maybe it's their best map, and
True.
they just want to go there as well.
SPYS have looked really good on Coastline throughout the season as well. Like yesterday, yes, you are right, they won 7-2 against NSG in their very first map. So yeah, it's clear that they are confident, and it's kind of like, even though they did lose to Queen on Coastline, I think they're still fine going to Coastline. Like, they're still confident there. They beat Sinks 7-0 there as well. So like, Coastline's still a really, really good map for them indeed, and they also beat T3H there as well, now known as Endpoint, who've now already secured their 3rd place. So, things are looking up, I think. But it's kind of going to depend on Border, honestly, because I just do not see a scenario where Queen loses Clubhouse.
That's definitely going to be a hard one. I mean, they lost the most rounds that they ever given away during playoffs and normal season there, but I mean, what was the reason behind that? Was it maybe just an off day, something like that, right? So I don't know. I don't see them lose it either, but it's definitely not impossible. Maybe if they have actually heavily changed everything up and they made like these crazy new ways to play to actively counter the way that Queens like to develop their playstyle and develop their rounds and go into the match, then they might have a chance. But the question is, do they have the analyst team behind them to do so, or do they have the great minds behind them to do so?
Difficult as well. I believe the last time we saw Queen go to Border was all the way back in week 3, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just looking over here. I'm pretty sure it was week 3. Against, well, now known as Endpoint, but then as T3H. But, they won that 7-0. It was a clean sweep from them. But that's how we're getting into our first map. It is going to be Border. It is going to be Team Queen versus SPYS. It's going to be the EU Grand Finals for the CCS Women's League. Good luck, have fun to both teams. What are we thinking here, Hap, in terms of operator bans?
Operator bans. Oh, that's always a difficult one. Like, we've seen a lot of Heartbreacher or Thatcher bans, so I'm going to be guessing on either a Thatcher or a Termite ban. Termite is not too crazy on Border. Happens quite often, actually. So I'm hoping to see one of those, either Termite or the Thatcher. And we are going to see Nomad, actually. Pretty logical ban as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm interested in what Queen want to ban here. It's been a while since we've seen them go to Border, and last time they've been by the Blackbeard and the Mirror, so it's going to be a Capitao ban from them. That does make a lot of sense. Capitao is very, very, very powerful on this particular map, so we'll see exactly how that is going to be working out. We'll ban the Mirror on their defense ban as well, but there's going to be the Echo ban coming out from them. We'll have a look what the rest of the bans is going to entail here for SPYS. I'm going to guess probably going to be a Mirror ban from them.
Yeah, Mirror. Operator that often gets banned. It's actually Clash.
Ooh.
I'm not too fan of that, but of course maybe the Capitao ban as well. It's going to be harder to deal with a Clash. Possibly. I don't know, but you could have used that one differently. It's not like their entire strategy relies on a Clash being around, so it seems to be more of a comfort ban that they don't want to deal with the Clash here.
Yeah, I mean, Clash can be very annoying to deal with, especially if you're trying to hold down, like, you're trying to do like a box push, right? And like the Clash is just there, annoyingly, at the door. Yeah. So Also, round number 1 getting underway. It's going to be SPYS who start on the defense as well. They're going to go to around Armory Lockers and Archives defense. Surprisingly, they're not going to bring the mirror. I actually don't mind this. They're bringing the Valkyrie instead. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm gonna complete that thought anyway, even though they didn't bring the Valkyrie. That the Nomad is banned, so it does open up quite a lot of more kind of aggressive play here.
Yeah.
And it allows you to kind of play.
We've seen it last match as well.
Yeah.
Right? The run out is just constantly happening because there is no way that the Nomad will punish you because it's just not around. And it allows for so many great things to happen and so many great plays to be potentially made. Especially, we saw about Arya, especially. Just picking up some 2-3 pieces every single time. Just purely based on that aggression. So, important thing, definitely, if used correctly. You got to keep that in mind. Because if they don't go for the aggression, then why would you go for the Nomad then, right? So that's something to keep in mind here.
Super rare that we do see a mirror make its way through the bans, however. Now let's pick up that, of course, as well. Normal mirrors will be going down up onto the box wall as well, as that CC wall getting fully opened up by Nova for those long angles. See how this is going to go down as Mia opening up the front door and seeing what she can do from that angle, but she's looking to try and get in here, potentially open up the mirror window as well, but also just to force the bandit off the wall so they can get that wall. Shishka, of course, with the thermite in hand.
Like
Mia
the
doing
we're
a
actually
weapon
seeing the
dash.
mirror.
Yeah.
We've seen, I believe, like not a single mirror ban yesterday, but it hasn't been picked up once at all, like in all those rounds. And it's like seeing it right now here on Border kind of makes me happy, as it definitely will be given another dimension right here to your attack, or to your defense, I must say. It's just easier to play more aggressive against these players from Queen. And combined with that mute gemmer right there is going to be really hard to drone if there's someone behind it. You really have to push in with that reaching charge right there to open up that mirror window. And that's the kill from Novo onto Mia. I'm not sure if they actually opened up the window or if that's still closed. Because if that's not the case, no, it has been opened up. So that is going to be, unfortunately, so for SPYS that they managed to pick up a very important person, though, on the side of Team Queen.
Yeah, definitely not worth the life of your Ashe whatsoever. Looks like Nitro will go out, and he will actually manage to deny the thermite charge from going down, but won't manage to pick up a kill at all. But Miox is actually going to try and bandit trick it, and it looks like she managed to get it. And that's going to be a complete disaster for Queen. They've lost control of the wall completely. Thatchers have gone out to destroy the ADS, but Miox peeks it out and takes Luna off the board. Very easily done. And this is looking great right now for SPYS. KT trying to push up and draw for the proof eyes where she can. Miox again, just putting down her bandit charge. The Shadow looking to rotate, but oh my god, in the front door, Nova finds one, Nitro goes out, but he won't be able to find another.
I thought that she didn't expect the person to be there. You saw her aim in and then aim out again, but it's going to be Kitty now to pick up Valkia. First frag on the board, but it's going to be the actual kill with the Maestro Chem to come in on Shiska as she takes down Miox. And it's going to be Alice to finish things off right here as Melanie was basically supporting with that Evil Eye. Just ticking down the damage right there, getting a kill as well, just securing it. And wants to finish it off eventually. First round was very good for SPYS, like a very good round overall. Managing to get Mia right after she opened up the wall, very dangerous. I don't know why she actually picked that. They should have been aware of someone playing in Workshop.
They had a cam on the server stacks in Workshop, right? So like,
oh, okay, yeah.
There should have been someone on that drone, or at least, you know, it's kind of annoying when like it's like one of those things like everyone's alive, so no one has any reason to be on the cam staring at that angle. But really, like realistically, if you know your Ashe is pushing in and you're not doing anything else, you can at least just watch that camp while Mia just pick it up. So, like, bit of miscommunication there from Queen's end will unfortunately cost them a round here. Also moves to round number 2. And we did see, you know, aggression coming out from SPYS. We've seen Nova moving downstairs, running out the front door as well, picking up kills there. So, yeah, the Nomad ban coming in, definitely affecting the aggression here, I think.
Will definitely affect the aggression. Allow them to, well, just run out from there without being afraid of, well, anything basically happening to you. You can just go on the gunfight one-on-one, and there's nothing there, no utility that puts you at a disadvantage, like the air jab that just blasts you away into oblivion, or into the shadow realm, as our good friend Medics would say.
He does love his Yu-Gi-Oh references.
Yeah, he does.
For those of you who don't know, Medics is our lovely observer.
Attackers are heading out to
The unsung hero, just like Simon, as a prediction.
Exactly. So, We'll see how Queen does decide to attack this site indeed, as we're going to be going downstairs to a workshop and ventilation, commonly known as the second site being brought, of course, as the runner actually comes from Miox, but she isn't going to be able to pick a kill just yet. But very aggressive coming out from SPYS across the board.
They got to be aggressive right here. They gotta keep Queen on their feet, on their toes, basically, because otherwise they're just gonna be walked over at some point. So very good calls right here from SPYS to go that aggressive, just to make sure that they will have to be careful and be aware of what is happening at literally all times, because that is going to be costing them a lot of actual time that they might want to use to actually set up their execute. It's not last time they tried to go for some pieces in the execute. They just get picked up and picked up and picked up. At some point, there's just no operators left there to make sure that you can actually get the attack down like you want it to. Flashbangs now coming in, too, and the third one as well. Mux, however, is not going to get pushed, but will most likely be having to forfeit the wall, as it's not going to be enough time to still place that. Oh, C4 actually going to get tossed out. We'll get the kill onto Shishka. It's a very aggressive play right there, but it's so worth it. I could almost definitely say that that was going to be impactful. Alice will be getting a kill. Will almost get taken down, though. Yeah, we'll be losing the board as well. On the roam right here, on the mirror into the customs. Roaming mirror, something you don't often see, but it's sometimes also effective. With that factor, the high rate of fire gun, Mux then picks up one as well. And it's just Queen not being able to get into the game so far. SPYS looking to get the 2-0 lead right now.
Kitty trying to come over for those pre-fires through onto half wall and see what she could do here exactly, but Miox playing very aggressively. She moves up onto this mirror window instead. So feature charges are going to come down, but it's not going to stop Miox from pushing up all the way, but she's going to get detected and hopefully taken down, but not just quite yet. Kitty goes for the pre-fires, but she's going to be Shadow, who takes it down, instantly traded out by Novo. It's all down to Kitty in a 1v4 to try and bring something in. Novo's going to fall off. This is just a disaster for Queen right now. 50 seconds left to go on the clock. Kitty's got plenty of time to work with here, as well as some breach charges to be able to make use out of this upstairs control. She recovers the diffuser. So looks like a push should start to come through any second.
There's so much presence here, well, everywhere basically, from the likes of SPYS. They have one in archives, and that is also the person that will be finishing it off. It's going to be Valkia with the Jaeger to, well, basically destroy Kitty right there. And for now, put SPYS up to an 0-2 lead. Something that probably most people did not really expect would be the things would start off right here. Especially the way it's been. It's been not even close for the likes of Queen. It's actually been pretty, well, convincing for the likes of SPYS, if I have to say so.
Yeah, definitely. Things are not looking good for Queen so far. Already 2-0 down, and we expected Queen to kind of just roll over during this matchup, even though that SPYS have done very, very well for themselves in the regular season. Queen are just miles ahead after their performance yesterday as well. This is not looking good at all. But we're still early days. That's still 2 core sites down, but this seems to be, well, Queen are in for a bit of a fight here if they want this map.
Well, they might actually lose more than 4 rounds right now. That's more than they've lost over the actual 2 maps yesterday, and that they have ever lost over a single map in the league. So, SPYS, if they continue this, are definitely going to be the rightful number 2, so to say, if they lose it at the end. But it's way too early to say. If SPYS can maybe go all the way, that would be the actual perfect story. Like Queen predicted to win everything, just the far out the best team in the league.
Upset, yeah.
They would fall to SPYS that have been the number 2 for so long right here, battling it out for a long time with NSG as well. And then after basically a game that should have been lost yesterday, but on the back of Novo, they managed to get to the finals. It would be such a hero story then if they managed to win the entire league as a result of those individual pushes of Novo yesterday.
Drones are going to come out across the board here, it looks like, as Queen seem to have slowed their roll just a little bit here, as they're very aware of how aggressive SPYS have continued to start to play now. Seen also, what I like about what SPYS are doing is they're playing a very Nitro-heavy strategy, and every single time they hit any kind of push going on, Nitros are going out immediately. We already just saw one get tossed outside of the detention wall just then, but it won't happen just yet. Shit's just going to go down.
And down
what
as well,
was this
Kitty.
rotate from Miox?
Is she aware? She's aware that someone else is going to be pushing her. She has to stay alive here. She cannot actually go aggressive right here. She needs to stall this as long as possible so she can maybe get the actual confirm later on, or maybe get a third one. Will we spotting the head? Will we getting it? Will we going for the pickup now as well? That's her. Come on! It looks absolutely amazing. Plays coming through right here, and it's all up to Luna right now to try and make it happen. But it's just Miox single-handedly picking apart the entirety of Queen. And that's an amazing play. Might have even been like play of the game already to calm down right here. Luna has no clue what she has to do right now.
Miox is absolutely insane for that one. Just like straight out of the break room. And, well, it's going to be down to Luna now to try and pick up 4 more frags if they want to try and bring this in whatsoever. Miox going to be holding down onto this main hallway, going for the prone angle as well as Luna, seeing what's going on. Nitro is going to go out from the break room door, and well, it's going to be an ace from Miox to close it out.
Miox did such a great job yesterday on the first map on that book. Managed to get kill after kill after kill after kill, and now just gets the ace with a beautiful wallbang there. They're rolling, they're flying right now. This is a flying start for SPYS. I don't know what to say.
I mean, just incredible players coming out across from
Definitely.
SPYS. Very, very aggressive across the board. Miox just putting bodies down, and these are not even close rounds. Queen is getting annihilated right now.
Seems like Queen has forgot to turn the engine on or something like that. As they were miles ahead, but SPYS have definitely, at least from what we see so far, made a giant comeback, made a giant leap in all their performance and their level of play. Or maybe they're just feeling it. They're like, we're the underdogs, so there's nothing for us to lose here. They were expected to lose, and because of that, they have no pressure. Queen have everything to lose right here. They are the ones that have to win. And SPYS is going to be the one that will be playing without pressure. And you can see that as well. Like, the plays that are happening right there, they're just amazing. Amazingly going through. The aggression that they show is seemingly to perfectly counter Queen off at any given moment right now. At least
As
so
I
far.
said, I think, like, just Border, they have to win this map if they want to try and bring in the series. I just cannot see a scenario where Queen loses Clubhouse to anyone. It's definitely one of their best maps throughout the season. They just dominate on it completely. We'll have a look how it goes down, but Border so far is looking beautiful for SPYS, and Queen just have absolutely no answer to this aggression right now.
And of course, there is a lot of experience on the side of Queen, so they will not just give up if it doesn't go well for a long time. They will be able to bounce back. They are flexible, they are resilient. This is definitely going to be a snowball effect if they don't manage to turn it down soon, because SPYS will only get more confident. They will only get more, like, actual hope, and hope is the most dangerous thing there is in a game like Siege. And just in general, as soon as people start hoping, they're going to be fighting for it even harder. And that's something that Queen is not allowed to, you know, let happen. They need to take control now.
Yeah,
They need to take control of the match.
They're looking to try and go for an office take instead, but Nitros are already going to be going out from Miox to the east stairs, but it's not going to find anyone just yet. Miox going to be holding it all down. Looks like Flashbang should start to go through as well, as Ash charges to try and open up triple wall. It's going to be able to open up quickly. KT just going for those pre-fires, trying to find Canary where she can on that close angle. Shadow putting on some about judges as well, trying to open up a fountain.
Oh no, this is so
But
aggressive.
no. Ooh, Miox.
Someone should have picked that. And now, look at that. Canary will just be doing the same for
They're
her. They're
covering each
returning the
other,
favor.
yeah.
They're covering each other.
Very nice, Steven.
And that is going to be, well, basically 2 set of X-Skyras already gone right there for this likes of Queen. And they still are not an inch closer to the actual control. Now the grenade comes in. Will actually deal not that much damage to Canary. Seems like they're unaware if there is actually going to be a player there. Spot comes out now from the drone. There's no more grenade to go with. We'll be moving through. Gets taken down by Melanie. Melanie low on HP right now. And that means that right now the wall will actually get open right next to her. So she has to move. Going aggressive on the window right there. That was the only thing she could do. Gets picked up by Shiska. There's so much time wasted. 1 minute gone already. And all they have is 2 exothermic charges to open up the walls they need.
Just less than 1 minute left to go on the clock, and Shadow is going to try and move in, trying to do some entry here. Flashbang's going to go down to Fountain as well. Miox playing it very, very safely right now with Shadow trying to move through onto Archives. Miox just find that entry frag, however, onto Novo. Has control of AC as well. And Queen desperate to find their way into sight, but Miox has it all open and has it all to do. Alice tries to push her through into Archives, but Shishka shuts her down. And this looks like all Queen right now. As Shishka moves in with a double kill. It's all down to Valkyria to try and bring this in. Shishka go for the plant. Mia has the cross on through AC. Pascal trying to do some work, but Mia takes her down. Queen find their very first round.
This can all the way be let back. Like, if Miox would have had the C4 still at this phase of the round, that could have been a double kill or triple kill even coming in, just turning it all around at that point. Because she was in the perfect position to actually throw it right there. But it didn't happen. And that means that Queen is now actually fighting back. They're trying to put a stop at this snowball effect that is called SPYS right now, who have managed to get a 3-0 lead on them. Right now, toned down a bit to a 1-3, but maybe Miox on 8 on 3, Shiska on 4. Doing an amazing job right there as the heart breach as well.
So, we'll move it to round number 5 and see exactly how this is going to be going through. Queen, not looking too good, but honestly, if you can find at least one more round here, it's all doable. It's all completely fine. Like, even though they had a very, very rough start trying to deal with this aggression, I think this kind of office push worked out very, very well for them in the end, where you're kind of putting yourself in a position where you're on a push where you can't really be flanked, right? Like, the only place you can be flanked from is east stairs, and that seems to be the big issue, right? Like, the flanking and the aggression, the inability for Queen to shut that all down. So, well, we'll have a look how things are going to go down here for SPYS. As I mean, I'm going to, of course, go back upstairs to Armory Lockers and the Archives defense, setting it up in pretty much the exact same way they did last time.
Attackers are heading out to the
Yeah, of course, there's just basically some lost gunfights coming through, which eventually lost them that map. Or, I mean, the actual site. It's, let's see if they can actually change things up right here now. If they manage to turn it all around and actually take it. Queens will most likely attack from the same side again. At least I would expect them to, because it worked out the last time. Not sure if they should be swapping over to an office hold right now. Or a CCTV take, I mean.
Yeah, this armory kind of push just did not work out too well for them last time at all. Mia gonna go for the prone angle to try and take this mirror window off the board, and of course, any bandits off the board as well. So Luna took over the prone angle. They seem to be very worried about any aggression, but the aggression will come through from Miox. Again, we'll take out one person, but, well, we won't be able to do all the work just yet, as Havana charges will go down, and we'll be able to open up the mirror window.
I didn't have enough ammo left in the actual gun to make sure that all the X-cameras were going to be gone as well, but the kill is way more important than the actual... You're going to go for a run out, Novo? Are you... Oh, no.
Oh, Novo! Oh, my God, what? It just missing the shots, but was able to put a decent amount of damage on the board, but Nova will eventually go down. And now we're in a 3v4. This is not looking good for Queen whatsoever, as Luna tries to push up metal stairs. Kitty finds one to Pascal. That's going to bring it back into a 3v3. Looking much, much better for Queen now to try and regain that control. Diffuser, of course, is down. He's not looking good. It goes about halfway into the round, and Thatchers are going to go down. Alice still playing around Fountain, seeing what she can do. Luna still holding down top metal, waiting for Canary to try and go for the white peak. Nade is going to be coming out, looks like maybe from Luna.
At this point in time, you do not want to peek at all if you're part of SPYS. You just want to let them move in. Try and bait them out. Use those barbed wires to your advantage. As right now, Mia is trying to make the push from the armory. We see Luna trying to make it from the metal stairs. And we have Canary right here, ready on these breaches to get one, maybe 2 kills as soon as they start moving in. Luna only 1 step away, basically. This C4 is going to be detrimental if it explodes right in time. No, it's actually short. It hit the fencing right there, or the actual bit, well, the post right there of the actual side, but there he comes. Luna moves in, manages to get 1 kill, instantly gets traded though by Alice. Kitty will be picking up Canary, and then suddenly it's a 1-on-2 situation, and the after plan is soon going to be into effect because there's nothing Alice can do from this position to make sure that it stops. No C4, nothing else, but we'll get a beautiful kill right there onto Kitty. Turns it into a 1-on-1 situation. Has the vector, so has the higher rate of fire. All she needs to do is peek it properly, but won't do so, and it's going to be Mia to clutch this one out, and it's Queen to fight back and take round number 2. And right now they're trying to make sure that they're going for the even split, so they put themselves in a very good position to go to the second half.
Yeah, looks like Queen are very much wised up to the aggression coming out from SPYS, and you can see them doubling up quite a lot as well, trying to go for those trades and trying to go for those longer angles to try and shut down this early, heavy aggression that's coming out from SPYS. it's been less successful in recent rounds, but they're still finding kills on the board, especially Miux has just been putting so many bodies down. As we move to round 6, could be the final defense, however, from SPYS. Things may take a turn for the worst if they do not win this round, however.
Definitely. This is going to be a very important round here for SPYS. They look very weak queens the first 3 rounds, but they're starting to turn it around now based on some individual plays, just the confidence coming in, right? Luna wasn't allowed to pick up 1 kill right there when she moved up the metal stairs. She should have been taken down. And Novo missing the shots with the SMG right there can be to be blamed for that, because that should have been the kill into the buck. That would have been changing things so much. Like, it would have been so much different if that would have been the case. Because they might have not even gone for the armory take at that point. And what if she managed to get the one tap with the SMG, then spray down on the Ash, because the Ash was there as well. Don't forget, there was 2 people that didn't apparently hear that C4 explode and Novo running out. It could have just went so much different if she just hit the shots there.
Attackers are heading out to the
So, move to round 6, and as I said, kind of like a very pivotal round right now for SPYS. If they can keep this round, then they can be pretty content with that. A 4-2 split, definitely not bad for board. And honestly, like a 3-3 split isn't bad at all either, but I get the idea that this strategy of heavy aggression isn't going to work too well on their attacks. Miyuki's already going to go for that, but Luna is going to put a lot of damage on the board.
It's going to be putting some damage down to Miyux right early on. Luna trying to fight the actual Jaeger of Velkia as well. Probably not successful doing so. Managed to sneak past the mirror window. There's absolutely no one there. Why is the mirror window even there? Luna is able to sneak in. No one has even heard of this. And as she's moving through, she might actually be picked up from what? No, actually, drop is coming through. Control has been established, and it's just been forfeited for absolute no reason at all. There was a mirror window. No one was actually holding it. There's 2 mirror windows, and no one was holding the mirror windows right there. Melanie manages to put quite some damage down with the Maestro Cam, but this is not the way you want things to go. Like, what happened here? Why did they just go, like, walk into a ghost town?
Yeah, completely giving up this top floor. Not good at all, and wasting both their nitros now as well. This is not looking good whatsoever. I think they actually know they have still 1 more nitro still available, but this is not looking good whatsoever. Abanchas are going to be able to put up Archives hatch, but it's going to be Canary. Puts down Luna. Easily as that. So it's into a 4v5. That's also nades off the table as well.
Very good angle right there, and instantly rotating out because, well, you can use it for 1 kill, but the second one will definitely get you as it's, well, so easily pre-fireable. It's going to be Mux now to take down Mia, and it looks like SPYS are getting back on track. They got 2 kills to start things off. Velkia ready for the actual flank to come through. It's going to be the breaching charge, actually, to not get caught off guard right there by Mux. And Velkia, all she has to do is just be careful now, just be patient. Wait for the actual execute to be called. As soon as the execute comes, that's when you start moving. And there we go. Melanie gets removed off the board by Kitty due to being unaware of the vertical angles that have been opened up. Shadow is now going downstairs. They're calling in the rotate. This can be the time. They can actually go for the rotate. Another one from the vertical angle. Mux not being able to actually respond to that. We're back on a 3-on-3 situation. HP advantage, however, is still for SPYS. But the plant is soon to come down, and no one has been found inside. There's one upstairs, Novo, right now, going from the main door. Manages to pick up 1 huge frag into Shiska, and they will definitely slow things down. They will not be able to go for the plant straight away now because they're just going to be afraid that someone might be coming in.
Valky's still holding up stairs. However, 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Valky's going to have to try and make a move here if she wants to stop this plant from going down. So onto Kitty, and oh, she's going to drop it. She's going to drop 1, drop 2. This could be an ace from Kitty. And Shadow is going to successfully plant the diffuser. Pascal from above, however, is going to be able to take her off the board. That's going to be a 1v1. Kitty's going to know they're upstairs. However, the diffuser is down successfully. Kitty can play this very, very patiently indeed, but Pascal could actually go for the run out as well. There's a lot of options open for Valkyrie right now as he just move all the way down into vents. Moves through the rotate. Knows where the diffuser has been planted, of course, as she's going to try and go on it. Go for the cross. Starts to be counter diffused. Kitty slowly crouch walking up to see what she can do here right now, but this is a very dangerous game to start to play here right now. As Kitty's actually going to be 200 IQ, moves on to the other side, and it's going to be an ace for Kitty.
Beautiful ace to come down as the second ace right now that we will be seeing in this matchup. Absolutely crazy, going left and right, all just every single time we can see first SPYS take 3 consecutive rounds, and it's going to be Queen to take 3 in a row as well. But, like, nothing to blame right here, but She could have actually, she spotted out the diffuser while it was happening throughout the vertical angles from above, but wasn't able to actually register that in time, because if she would have actually picked up that kill, the round would have been over, and that would have been SPYS as well. So it was a small mistake. Well, not really a mistake, just not registering it right there, making sure that they weren't able to close out that round right there for SPYS. Because, you know, as soon as that bomb is planted in that position, there's almost no way of getting it back. Like, if you bait it out, you're always in a disadvantage. So, going up to the round swap right now.
Attackers need to
We are
locate and
going to be seeing whether or not Queen is going to be just as effective on the defense as that we saw our fellow SPYS members be on the first 3 rounds. The crazy stuff from Mux that happened right there. Just the run outs, the jump outs, getting 2 kills, getting 3 kills, and then managing to pick it up to an ace all the way. That kind of amazing stuff. That's what you want to see in a grand final. They often say they aren't beautiful. They aren't the most tactical. They aren't the most strategical. There's a lot of shaky things going on, a lot of individual plays, and well, that is definitely what we've been seeing so far. A lot of individual moves to come through. It's definitely going to be worth it of a grand final, especially if they can bring this all the way up to 6-6 overtime right on the first map.
Definitely. The plays from SPYS have been absolutely incredible so far, but we'll see a 3-3 split established. As we'll see, of course, Queen are going to be moving on to that defense now and see exactly how they're going to be moving through all of this. Potentially, we'll have a look at how this like aggression from SPYS is going to work out in the attack, because I feel like the aggression was working so well in the defense because, you know, there's a nomad ban, and also just generally like you can catch people off guard quite quickly just by playing aggressively on defense. On attack, requires a lot more coordination.
It definitely does require a lot of coordination to be this aggressive right here, because, you know, every single misstep is basically going to be costing you your life at that point. You need all the information you can get to make these aggressive kind of plays, because it's just it feels easier as a defender. Of course, you have these high rate of fire guns that will always be in your favor, but you also know where they're going to be coming from. You know how they're going to be attacking, and as a defender, you can literally be anywhere on the map, and well, they will just have to drone you out. Yeah.
See Mia below, just pulsing it all out and seeing what she can do here as well, giving all that info out as well. As we're still seeing a lot of upstairs control right now, as the my charges are going to go out. Alice picks up the first kill of the round. Miox finds another one. Nactro goes out, but he won't find anything just yet, as Queen is still holding on to the top floor. However, this overall is not looking too good, as SPYS find 2 kills on the board.
That's going to be a good opening again, but of course we had this last round as well. They were in a 5-on-3 situation back then. It was SPYS on the defense. They still managed to eventually give it away. The bomb was planted, and there was nothing they could have done anymore at that point forward. Are they going to be able to close this one out, though, or is Queen's going to be showing up all the experience they have? And that's why you don't keep your visor on, because that stuff happens, and then it's going to be Shiska to just pick up the kill onto Alice right there. Should have been the smoke off the board.
Kitty gonna try and peek around and see what she can do. Still holding onto the top floor area, of course, and SPYS still struggling to actually manage to get into the site itself. This Canary could be through into the other side. It's going to be able to open up onto the backside of Workshop as Pascal holding from above, and Mia is coming through onto the Workshop door instead to see what she can do from the opposite side. Mia still holding down the site, however, still has that UMP in hand, of course, as Shiska and Kitty still holding above. So SPYS haven't really done a lot of work here to try and actually put everything down, but the drones are in sight, of course, as Miox still don't know this passive angle, goes to the pre-fires. Pascal picks up one to Kitty. It's a 2v4 right now. Shiska goes down as well. Great entry coming out from Pascal, and it's all down to Mia in a 1v4 to try and bring this in. Diffuser slowly going down as well. No Nitro remaining here as well from Mia, and she's going to try and trade this out very, very quickly. Goes to those pre-fires, but they know where she is right now. Pushes all the way up, just managed to find Miox. She's going to find 3 more if she wants to indeed bring this in, but Canary very aware of this. Took it into the corner here. Pascal very low HP, but
long angle,
also very
long angle from Novo, all the way back into well, almost their spawn, you would say, due to the fact that the right wall has been opened up for this, and the good plant actually came through as well. So good actually round right here from SPYS, especially from Pascal or Valkia, just moving in, getting those kills, sweeping up the site, and at that point it was basically over for Queen already, at least that round. And it's gonna be SPYS that retake the lead after they basically just got it drawn up by Queen. Can they keep this up, or is Queen going to be fighting back, and are we going to have a back and forth match?
So, things looking really good for SPYS still. I was unsure about how their aggressive play was going to be working on the attack, but it definitely did work indeed. They managed to put quite a lot of bodies on the floor, and they kind of had like a decent control of archives. They didn't need to push much further than that for that top floor take. And their whole take was really like open up armory, make them worry about their close down, make this room smaller for them. Come through to the other side, they might open the backside of workshop instead and go for a plant there, because all they need to do is make sure that no one can contest the vertical play from above there. Onto archives, have that angle, have the fountain angle open, have that control. And yeah, I think SPYS have been playing this pretty smart so far, but Queen, not out of this yet, of course. They're looking a little bit squiffy, but well, we'll see how things are going to go down.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we are going up to the next section phase now.
Attackers are moving out. to
Where's the
locate a
attack going to be
bomb.
coming from this time? Is it going to be from the office, or are we going to see an armory push to come through? That's the question we will wait and see answered. Slowly, within the next 3 minutes. Alice, the only one so far. Onto the west side of the building. This actually came from the east side, which would normally indicate an actual office push to come through.
Yeah, well, it's like a big rotates coming out from SPYS to try and go for the office side push. Instead, is Novo going to be replaying up here? What is this? I'm not sure about this one.
Spider-Man.
Like, I like this for, like, shutting down that that horseshoe angle, but it is very, very dangerous if you want to try and do that right now. But, well, she's going to be able to open it up, and Mia is obviously going to be very worried about that now. I feel like you could have done that in a safer area, but, well, it's going to be opened up, and Mia is going to be very worried playing behind horseshoe.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be worried there. As could just be peaked at any moment at some point. It was indeed a very dangerous thing to do, because there was not much control actually from SPYS. So Queen could just easily peek out and actually get that kill right there, as Luna's actually going to get spotted from the angle. We'll be able to pick up the kill right now onto Mux. That is definitely not the way to go, as Luna almost picks up the second one to Pascal right there, and that is definitely hurting them even more than what they possibly try to achieve by opening up this wall. Shishka
Nice
now.
pick from Shishka.
And indeed picking up Novo, and it seems like SPYS is slowly being picked apart here. You have 2 frags right there in the favor of Team Queen. There's going to be a lot of HP already lost as well on Pascal, and some HP lost on Canary right here. So as then the kill comes in from Shishka, it seems like this round at least is over. There's little to nothing they can do at this point, because they haven't really opened anything but that office wall. And Pascal made great frags before, but it's highly unlikely that she's going to be sweeping in again and clean everything up now.
Oof, great kill from Pascal, just through. Canary finds one of her own as well. They're starting to recover a little bit, but Canary will go down, and Pascal goes with her as well. Great double kill coming out from Mia to close out the round, and Queen will take Brenner Beret and keep our scoreboard even. So now the question is, do you go Vents?
Yeah, because you kind of just lost that, right? And pretty
Yeah.
convincingly as well.
Yeah, they are going to go Vents. So, like, what was the issue here, really, in your mind?
Valkia.
That's it.
Yeah, Valkia moved in, cleaned up 2 people on side. At that point, they could just go freely for the plant, and well, they had a very, very long angle all the way to the outside to actually counter that. So don't allow Valkia to just move in and get 2 or 3 kills right there. That's basically what lost them the round. Maybe they need to actively deny the wall to be opened up, the Tellar's wall.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Because
the
that's where they
bomb.
moved in from. Put down a Bennett wood there, make sure that gets tricked. I mean, it doesn't actually happen. It's people tricking right here downstairs. I can't believe I've ever seen someone tricking workshop. But it might be worth it if they're going to be running the same setup again. If they're going to be running the same attack again on the likes of SPYS.
So, let's have a look at exactly how it's going to be moving down as we move into round number 9. Things looking pretty even across the board, and obviously, as you mentioned, happened multiple times now. Queen have never dropped more than 4 rounds in a single map.
No.
So, this is a bit of a record breaker round if it does go through. But SPYS have definitely come here to play. And
Well, they've come here to win. They're not here to lose it now.
Not just
Especially
not
after
just
the
to
first 2
neck
rounds.
around. Yeah, definitely. Like, there's a decent chunk of the prize pool's on the line here, like 40% if you win the whole thing. So, yeah, this is looking interesting so far.
Yeah, 40% for the number 1, 30 for the number 2. So, did not attempt to board the helicopter, medics. We got you. As Novo quickly droning out, checking passport, knows that's clear. Will most likely be prompting the control of East Stairs and everything next to it to be taken as well.
Miek still holding down outside of break rooms, trying to do this quick clear and quick control as Alice will rappel up onto the other side and see exactly what this is going to be going down. Queen is still holding on quite well here, however, but they're losing quite quick office control. And we saw last time from SPYS, they didn't seem to be too bothered about the armory control because they don't need it, right? Like, all they need to do is make sure they have the archives control or release the cross, and then they can just move in and they can plant in the backside of workshop. And looks like that's exactly what they're going for this time as well.
Yeah, it definitely looks to be the case. Is they make sure that there's no one going to be able to deny the wall from opening up. There's no one there to instantly refrag as soon as it opens up, and as long as that barricade is actually there, that's just helpful for the likes of SPYS, because they will know, they won't even be able to get a visual on them as long as they're trying to contest this. And you can see as well, they don't even mind about that. They're just walking past. The barricade is in their favor. That basically allows them to not give a crap, so to say, about armory.
Jones coming out in heavy amounts as well. It's the same push going down. Exactly. Canary this time using the Habana rather than the Thermite, so she can't be nitroed out at all from the little window that is above that area. Both charges are going to go down as well. Miox just moves into the site as well. Smokes go down very, very deep as well. As Canary starts to go for the plant. All 5 members still available right now, but no one going for this retake right now as Canary will successfully plant that diffuser. It's going to be a very heavy retake from Queen right now as Kitty finds Canary. Puts them in the dub, but Miox crouched prone in the corner over there. We'll find Luna on this retake. So this is looking very, very difficult right now for Queen to try and push up.
Alice has such a long angle as well. Could basically jump out the window, even get it at that point. It's Shadow now 1. It's Mia to get 1 as well. So it's basically going to be up to Valkyrie right now upstairs. And to get Alice right here from this long angle. We'll be jumping out right here to make sure that she is going to be having to be challenged even harder as she is going through. Pascal with the pistol will be getting that upside down rappel to get 1 and 2 for Alice to finish it off. And that's what I was talking about the last round. This is the angle that they used to make sure that that diffuser would not be diffused, because they have such a long angle right there. And with the upside down rappel, that's a very hard thing right there to counter. Perfectly played. Very good strategy as well from SPYS.
And yeah, that is a record breaker right there as well. That is the most rounds anyone has ever found against Team Queen in CCS Women's League. So things looking very, very good for SPYS right now to try and bring this in for themselves. And if, of course, they bring in Border, they have a very nice shot at bringing in Coastline as well. So things not looking good for Queen. They desperately need to pick up a couple of rounds here if they want to bring this in themselves. That Vents Workshop defense has just not been working out for them whatsoever. But, well, they're going to be going back here and seeing if they can try and make some adjustments. I think with this, they give up Archives control way too early on.
They definitely did. And especially that barricade right there, that gave them no eyes whatsoever into the actual entire execute what was happening, right? The bathroom control, quickly established by Novo as well, making sure that there was no one that could take care of those X-Caros.
Yeah.
You needed that bathroom control to make sure that... And they're just going for it again. What are they going to change now? Are they actually going to be trying to contest Office? Are they going to be able to contest Archives? Because they've been pretty, well, wrecked, so to say, by SPYS on this side.
Oh yeah, definitely. This has been absolutely flawless from SPYS' attacks so far. We'll have a look how the rest of this is going to be going down, but Queen looking in a bit of a bad position right now as drones are going to go on heavy amounts, and it looks like from SPYS, they're just going to continue to do the exact same attack that they have been doing, and, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think there's an element of trying to stay ahead of the curve here, especially against a team like Queen. But SPYS have done the exact same take 2 times in a row now, and there's been basically no real adaptation coming out from Queen.
Oh, but
although this time we do see the shield. Yeah, I do like this.
So they changed up some small bit.
Yeah.
We instantly see SPYS changing things up as well. Nova now is going to be actively contesting this from the ventilation. Let's get to stucking herself into a corner right here with one of her ADSs. That means that right now a lot of pressure is actually going from the upstairs, because right now they'll allow the rest of the teammates in office to move up closer to potentially take out Kitty right afterwards. Drone to come in. There we go. We'll spot her out right now, and that means Kitty will have to rotate out. Actually, no, Pete coming in. That's way too late to come through, and Archives has been surrendered.
Exactly, and that's kind of like the main takeaway, right? Is that they've given up Archives now early on already, but however, the walls are now opened up, so now this gives them that sight line to try and contest the Archives at least. And they can still try and, like, worry about this armory hold that's going on. Kitty's still holding it on, of course, as well as Miyox slowly pushing up, and Nova with the prone angle as well, trying to push up herself, trying to go for the spree fires. They do need some frags on the board, but Miyox is going to be doing that. She finds her way into the site as well. Shadow and Mia both are out of it. And now, all of a sudden, we find ourselves in a 2v5. Nova picks up Kitty as well, and Shishka desperate to hold down in lockers as Luna gets on her maestro cams and see exactly what the site control is like. There goes Nova to the beanbag from Shishka.
Yeah, good shot right there. And they actually adapted a little bit as well by putting down the Maestro camera where it is. Allows them to actually take care of it. Miyox then gets picked up by Luna. We see Luna trying to go aggressive right there, but Canary is not in the same angle that she normally plants in. So we're still in the 3-on-2, 2-on-2 actual after plant situation. Now Luna has no clue where the actual diffuser has gone down. It's going to be up to Canary now to get this kill secured. Almost spotted out the head right there, but will we see the actual barrel? No, doesn't see it.
Hello,
they don't
Canary?
see each other. Melanie, what are you doing,
What?
Canary? Not aware of what's happening right there. There might have been a crash or something. I don't know what's happening, but it will be Pascal to get one. Pascal to go for two, and still manages to secure that round. It's 6 for SPYS right now after they win this bomb site 3 times right here. But Melanie, what are you doing? Was that a crash or?
I have no idea. Maybe it's the super 60 FOV 4:3 ratio kind of thing that's going on there, but
I guess. But you were
something
getting shot at. You see the
very
tracers.
heavy television. You know what it might be? It might be the 5:4 60 FOV that loads of people have been using so far. Like it's like super zoomed vision that I've seen a lot of pro players using recently.
But you have an ACOG already. I mean, are you like practicing to be Kali already, or?
Yeah, well, there you go. It's like the 8x scope. So.
Oh man.
Very important round for SPYS, however, picked up on the board. That's, of course, going to be putting them onto match point, and this could be the very first time that we see Queen actually drop a map.
It's definitely going to be the first time they go to overtime. So this is ground that they have not found themselves on before.
So
it's very intriguing match right here. Like, you don't expect Queen to lose. Like, no one expected that. But right now, they find themselves at 2 consecutive match points behind. Of course, they're going to be going back to Armory. So, the bomb site that they won.
Yeah, but, like, they can win this Armory very easily, right? Like, it's worked out very, very well for them in the past. Luna had a really good holder coming out for CC and had those really nice angles being opened up as well for her. But even if they win this, then they have to go to a site, either a really weird offsite, like customs or to bathroom, or they have to go to vents, which has just been a disaster for them every single time they've gone there.
It's not the way you want to end it. They will have to go to a tertiary bomb site at some point because, well, clearly the other one hasn't been working out for them. Ventilation workshop, not the best, well, record, so to say. They lost a 3-0. They need to change things up if they manage to win this round, because if they don't, there will not be a next one. Well, it's going to get opened up. Same angle that basically destroyed them beforehand.
Claymores are going to go down to Easters, of course, from Pascal.
I like that
a little bit better. Yeah.
You can jump over it though, like.
You can. It's very awkward things to try and do though. And this is kind of what I was thinking about as well when Pascal tried to rappel down and open it that way. That it's much easier just to do it from Easters rather than just do it like that. But see, Miyox is going to be drawing it all out, and we'll confirm that both Luna and Mia are, of course, in at CC right now. As Nova proning her way around and seeing what she can do.
Camera right there from Kitty will be not actually gathering any information. She will decide to go for the peek with the actual Alda there herself. Will be dealing only just a little bit of damage towards Novo. They can do so far. I would say toss out that EMP right now and let Alice take care of the actual camera. It's not going to be happening as of yet. Camera will be allowed to stay alive for now. The next target is going to be actually Luna on the board. They want to get rid of her. Alice allowed to climb up on the bus. That's something you don't really want to do. It's a very dangerous thing.
They have AC control now, though, as well, and no one's peeking locker sandwich window right now, so Alice is in a really good position to try and hold all of this down.
They can go for a plant.
Like SPYS, yeah, as you said, are looking to go for that plant right now. Luna missing the cross onto East stairs right now as well. As they'll try and push up and try and get that control. Pascal holding it all down onto break room as well, as Luna trying to go for those rotates. Desperate to try and find a kill so far as the pre-fires come down, but it's going to be Alice who finds the first kill of the round. There goes Mia. That's going to open up a plant opportunity right now with Shadow on the other side, trying to go for the smoke potentially, but smokes are going to go down instead. Shadow going for those pre-fires with the shotgun, but what is going on? It's a clown car situation as Shadow managed to find a way back into the side. Goes for the pre-fires with the shotgun, but can't find anything right now. She could go for the counter defuse, but Alice holding it down nice well. Mix, you're gonna go for the nades as well. Alice finds one of her own as well. There goes Shadow. It's all down to Kitty to try and bring this in right now. Go for the pre-fires potentially, but in a 3v1 in a post plant, this is looking like a disaster right now for Queen as Kitty, the last one remaining to try and make something work here. Miuk still on the rappel. Kitty goes for the jump out, but they should be patiently played right now. The upside down rappel. What is going on right now? The pre-fire's coming down. Kitty actually wins the fight, but can't find another one. As good halves are going to be coming out, and it's going to be SPYS who take the first map 7-4. An absolutely incredible performance coming out from them. Is going to be the first team to ever take a round, well, take a map off of Queen, but it's the best of 3. We're not done yet.
This is the way that you want to see a final develop. The first round to go in favor of SPYS right here. Queens are going to be given a run for their money. It isn't certain they're going to be winning. We said it before, they're miles ahead, but apparently SPYS, well, they've done some good research and development on their cars that they drive with. And they managed to actually, well, get this one in. Queens is going to be, yeah, what are they going to be, Brimstone?
Queen is, they are going to have to be looking to sort themselves out. They need to be, Queen was good, but SPYS was amazing. Honestly, that is some of the best play we've seen from any team. We saw an ace on SPYS side by Mix. We saw an ace on Queen side by Toxic Kitty. These two teams are bringing us a true, they put in the grand in grand finals right now. This is unbelievable play. I was amazed when we got to that 5-round win by SPYS to begin with, and even then I was thinking, well, let's not sit, like, you know, I think it's still Queens to lose at this point. But that's what they did. They lost it there. SPYS. I don't even. Now you're probably the more experts than I am. I'll throw this to you, Sternab. I would say that didn't even look too much like mistakes on Queen's part. I'm sure there were, but that was SPYS just going ham there.
I think in the first 3 rounds, it was like Queen just not able to deal with the aggression at all. Like, we have people running out of break room windows and things like that, rotate from Miux from break room down into passport. Like, who does that? That's insane. And the fact that she played that so well and gets a 4K and then eventually an ace out of it, absolutely incredibly well played by Miux. But like, that heavy aggressive plays, the heavy nitro strategy coming out as well across the board from SPYS, like, oh, it was hard to deal with from Queen. It kind of seemed like SPYS were running away with it. Queen managed to stop the bleeding for a little bit there, but then you move on to the attack, and all of a sudden you have like the best vent attacks you've ever seen in your life just go down and just purely executed. And SPYS just seem to do the same attacks every single time. And I think really that just comes down to pure counter-strike. They know how Queen want to hold that border site. They know that they generally will not contest archives that heavily. We did see some counter-strike coming out from Queen as well, that they brought that shield that we mentioned as well, that they opened up the walls as well into archives to try and force that armory clear. And we did see some limited success at for Queen, but yeah, absolutely dismantled.
And especially like instantly when the counter-strike came through, right? We saw the adaptation come down from SPYS straight away. They knew how to actually deal with it. They went for a different kind of plan. Mix just somehow managed to find herself on site. And they still managed to win the round afterwards, even though Melanie had a little bit of a dark moment. Didn't even see that she was being shot at by the Maestro. But, you know, that kind of stuff happens. And, well, yeah, they managed to win it. And I think they're, like, literally the upset right now. They are the surprise of the entire league, being the first one to take down the map of Team Queen. And we said it before, if someone is going to be challenging Queen, it's going to be SPYS. I said it yesterday when the actual semi-finals were being played between NSG and SPYS. It was like, SPYS is going to be the one that is going to be trying to challenge Queen, and they're probably going to be the one that has the best opportunity at doing so. And well, they're showing for it by at least taking it, well, that first map.
Yeah, that was an amazing victory, and let's not forget that was Queen's map. That was their choice. Now we're going to move on. After this break, we will see them go to Coastline, which is SPYS' choice. Interestingly enough, as we talked about, this is the map that SPYS did lose to Queen during the season on. So it's assuredly going to be a fantastic match, no matter what happens. But we are going to flip to that break. Get yourself set up, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, map number 2, and we're in a position we didn't think we'd be in. This is one where by map number 2, SPYS could be taking the grand finals. I'm Brim, of course, Sternab, and Hap here to my left. Now, Hap, I posed this question to you before the last match, and you said, "Oh boy, that's a difficult one." The question was, what do SPYS need to do? And sorry, this will be a two-part question for you. A, was the answer everything they just did on map number 1 there? And B, and Sternab, this is for you as well afterward, are you guys now believers that SPYS can do this?
The aggression definitely good. Like the aggression was just coming out on time again. Just they didn't get like let Queen get into the match, especially not those first 3 rounds. So that definitely gave them a head start. But as soon as the 3-3 split came in, basically what won them their round is the strategy to take workshop ventilation. That strategy that won them the entire matchup. So we can just put it on that. Like good strategy right there, good execute, well thought after planned, all that kind of stuff. They knew what they had to do. They did it perfectly right there. They did it without any mistake, like 3 times in a row right there as well. So I mean, there's not much to say else than that. Like there was a perfect actual strategy right there, and Queen had no clue how to counter it. Whether or not I'm a believer, we're going to have to wait and see the first 3 rounds of Coastline to come through, and then we will know if they're going to be able to continue the streak, because they were very convincing against NSG. Don't forget that. It was a 7-on-2. I saw some pretty impressive angles coming down as well that they used, and like people jumping on the bar to get the diffuser on like billiards behind the default plan spot. You can jump on the bar apparently, so they smoke that, so they jump over, they then shoot it. That kind of stuff. They have like innovated like hell on these maps, and you can see it. You can see how they refine their strategies, especially their attacking strategies. And I'm just excited to get into the next match where they will actually start on the attack.
We'll go to the brackets here, and as we're going to the brackets, Sternab, are you a believer?
I am. I said it from the very start of the matchup that if they can take border, they can take the series. I think Coastline is a great map for SPYS. They've gone here 4 times across the season, so almost half of their maps have been Coastline, and they won it 3 times. They lost it very recently against Queen. This is also a pretty good map for Queen. They've gone here 3 times. They've won it every single time they've been here, of course, since they went flawless throughout the season. But also in the last 2 weeks. Last week they went it here and won, and obviously in week 8 as well they went here and won against SPYS. So this is a really, really good map for both of these teams. But honestly, I feel like SPYS have a big advantage here. We did see them play it against NSG very, very recently as well. So, SPYS do have a little bit more experience on Coastline. It seems to be a little bit more favored map for them. It's definitely one of their favored maps in the pool overall. So, honestly, I feel like with the fact that they take border, I think they can very easily take Coastline. But if they lose Coastline, I just cannot see a scenario where Queen loses Clubhouse. So, SPYS have to close it out here now.
Definitely a must-win for both teams, but for differing reasons. And as you see there with the brackets, of course, Endpoint securing that 3rd place today. And now we find out if SPYS can do it or if Queen will hold on, with SPYS being 1 map up to none. And of course, we are going to be playing on Coastline here. This is an exciting matchup. This is a map that is known for blood. It is a very open map. One of those one of the few maps, if not the only map, that doesn't absolutely require a hard breacher at all times.
Definitely.
Unique in that sense, and it's nice and colorful. It's fun to watch. Everyone loves Coastline. It's a very good one.
It's like a Fortnite effect,
here
right?
we are getting into it. Take us away. This will be an exciting one. Good luck, guys.
All right, then. So yeah, as Brimson mentioned, this is a very aggressive kind of map. Like, you don't necessarily need a hard breacher to go through with this, and we can see a lot of aggressive players coming through here. I think this definitely plays into SPYS' favor more than anything, but Queen, ban out Book.
Mux getting counterbanned right here. We saw Mux yesterday.
Is it a counterban though?
Well, I mean, Mux was so effective yesterday on the Book. I believe she got like 14 kills against NSG as well.
Okay,
by just using the Book, right?
Not strictly what I mean. I mean that more like, is it a specific counterban against
it could be probably a normal strategy ban as well, of course.
Yeah, is it just like, because Book is a popular ban on Coastline as well. Like one of the very few maps where you see Book banned a decent amount. So
Will Queen
Yeah.
ban Mira? Mira was very effective last time for the likes of SPYS. SPYS want to play it. Queen is going to deny that. Probably walking right into the bans, actually, because yesterday was open as well, and we saw, actually, SPYS not making a single use of Mira, so good call right there by SPYS for actually going for the Maestro ban, because I don't think they were going to be using Mira anyway, even though this is a map where you can actually use it quite well. Kitchen service, the
Yeah.
first site. This is a very important round for.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see. I mean, yeah, this is going to be the trendsetter, right? Like Kitchen, often considered to be the hardest site to attack on Coastline. So we'll have a look how that is going to be working out. That's how round number 1 is going to go down. We do see the Blackbeard being brought already by Miox. Looks like it might be 6-pick too. You could be right about that one, Hap.
She picked Lion first.
She did tease it. It's true.
She's not going to go for it. It's going to stick on the Blackbeard.
Yeah, looks like it. So, we'll have a look how things are exactly going to be going down. As we move to round number 1, Team Queen, you're going to be staying on the defense here on Coastline. And Coastline, often kind of considered an attacker-favored map. Well, I mean, statistics say it is slightly defender-sided, but honestly, if there were to be an attacker-sided map, Coastline would be it.
Yeah, agree with you. Like, it always has been the most attack-sided map there was in the game. Statistically, it is as well, I believe. But it recently shifted over the 50% win streak to like a 49.87 or something, right?
Yeah. It's like within 0.2 of a percent.
It's within 0.2 percentage of being an attack-sided map. So with that, it is the most attack-sided map that we have right here in Rainbow Six Siege after 4 years of Siege, because today is the 4th anniversary of the beautiful game we all love and are currently watching. We've come a long way. A lot of new operators have been added, and well, I think we can speak for the better if the game actually changed to become something beautiful.
It definitely can be. We'll see how things are going to go down and what SPYS want to do here for their particular attack. But I think that this map just screams SPYS. Like, this is all theirs to lose, honestly. Like, this is such a great map for their particular playstyle as well on top of that. So, yeah, I didn't expect to be saying this, but it looks like Queen kind of on the back foot right now. But, I mean, it's going to be dependent on how this first round does indeed play out. See, I love a mute multi-combo here as well. That's definitely going to slow down the droning game coming out from SPYS across the board. As you see, a pretty spread out defense coming up from Queen. Of course, it is essential for Mia to be holding down the Sunrise Bar area, but she's already going to get a little bit here. Looks like SPYS are going to try and rotate that, push a little bit, but this could be Kitty who picks up the very first kill of the round. There goes Alice, already the Jackal of the board, but they're going to move all the way in. Canary gets caught out and goes down immediately. Shishka takes her out immediately, and it's just a flurry of kills coming into the favor of Queen.
They tried to go for the plant there. It's what they've done yesterday against NSG as well. As soon as Melanie jumps in, that plant is supposed to come out, but really not the right drone work being done beforehand to actually call that piece of, well, actually attack to go through. Meaning that this is going to be a very hard round to turn around, especially since it's going to be all up to Nova now in a 1-on-5 situation. Should take the time if I were you. The 1 minute 20 you have left on the clock to just quickly talk things through right here. Do not try to go for the kills or something like that. You should just get this one to quickly try and talk things through. But it's going to be a flawless round for Queen, and they will be winning round number 1. With that, they will set the tempo. You cannot just rush in and get the plans down. That's what they kind of try and say here.
The great indicator already of how this map is starting to go down. Queen starting off things flawlessly, as you mentioned, Herb. This already not looking too good for SPYS. Seemed a little bit lost about what kind of push they wanted to do here. Not sure why everyone's trying to jump in kitchen window early on. Seems like a massive mistake to try and make there. Maybe they see that someone isn't on the rotate there, but honestly, I feel like if you're going to try and do something like that, you need that Sunrise Bar control pretty much instantly, unless you're, you know, trying to do anything like that. We're going to see Hookah Lounge and Billiards Room defense, however. Interestingly, we see Kayad being brought here by Shishka.
Instead of the Echo as well.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
There's
bombs
the thing
as
you
they
got to take
can.
away. They 6-picked out the Echo to bring it to a Kayad. Not too sure about that one. I mean, what do you really want to trick right here? Is it just a wall towards the square? Because that's not really critical to keep, in my opinion. Of course, it's going to cut down your rotation, but I think an Echo is way more valuable here.
Well, we'll see how that is going to be playing out as round number 2 is going to be going underway.
10 seconds to
We'll have a look what Queen want to do here. I'm interested in how this Kayad's going to be played here. I'm guessing she's wanted to play this just to deny the billiards wall. We did see already Habana come out from SPYS, so I think that's fair to expect that to come through. I'm assuming maybe mute jammers as well, but also we do see that mute Mozzie combo coming out once again. I think it is good as well, just to deny that kind of early drone game that comes out, and it can make it very, very difficult to lock down roamers and lock down the early control.
Definitely will. And I think SPYS is going to have to try and find out the way to actually attack on this coastline right now, because, as mentioned before, it's a good map for both of them. SPYS have been looking very effective in their attacks and how they get the plants down time and time again. The Queen, of course, a very experienced team, though, and just allow SPYS to rush in, get those plants, because they have everything covered up. And SPYS now knows that. It took them around to find out, but they will be changing things right here. It's going to be the VIP wall to be opened up, but it's going to get tricked.
Okay. Very
That's-
smart.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a good kind there.
Yeah, really good from Shishka as well, and does have, of course, the
What did
The
it now?
Valkyrie camera to support that as well from below. Mia's going to be able to confirm that kill with a Nitro, but no, he's going to miss it just barely. Things still coming out, and Mia looking to try and confirm this kill. Everyone's trying to confirm this kill right now, but the Habana's actually getting away with it. What is happening? How is Canary not dead right now?
I have no clue, but as long as that chem is there and now will be taken out by Alice, means that they're going to be aware of it. But she has to stop moving soon, because otherwise she's going to get confirmed. It's Kitty to
There you
eventually do it. Canary now finally off the board, but it took them quite a lot of, well, a C4. It took them some shotgun shots as well to try and get her. That means there is no more X-Carls going to be deployed right now.
Luna's
Mix.
still alive as well, just
Yeah, as
holding
well.
down into Hookah, but I'm going to see Pascal slowly crouch walking away through until look at JDSs will get burned as well. It's going to allow a nade to come out from Miox, but it's going to be Shishka, sorry, Shadow, still holding down. Up onto Cool Vibes to see what she can do, but Shishka's still playing around billiards and still got a lot of control here as Kitty and Mia both going to rotate around downstairs. No Nitro cell remaining, but they do have shotguns. They are able to do a little bit more vertical play damage, but it looks like potentially a rotate up Cool Vibes could be viable.
Yeah, that is most likely what they are expecting right now as well. Mux knows that someone is behind her. No more grenades in the pockets right there to work with. Luna then picks up Valkia. It's going to Mux to get that trade in. Finally, that player has been removed off the map, but it might be too late already. Mia right here will be spotting out a player. They're going to be aware of it now. Repeat comes in, but Mia comes out on top onto Mux. And so far, SPYS not really looking too strong compared to the last map. It's going to be Shadow now to pick up Alice. It's only up to Nova now. Nova, we saw her make great plays, but it's going to be Queen to eventually take home round number 2. And as dominant as SPYS looked when they started defense onto border, as dominant as Queen is right now on their defensive side and coastline.
Not a great start for SPYS whatsoever, as you mentioned. Kind of a disappointing start given their performance on the previous map. However, still early days, and we still now have to go through an offsite of Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar. We'll see how Queen want to hold this all down and exactly what the take wants to be from SPYS. But so far, so good for Queen. They're definitely trying to stop the bleeding here from the previous round or the previous map. And they're looking to send us to Clubhouse. But, you know, only 2 rounds in. Not the end of the world yet. But this is starting to become defining because these rounds are not close.
What? Not close?
Yeah, they are not close.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, I thought you meant
Yeah.
close for a second. I just reversed it in my head for some reason. Never mind. It's, okay. Interesting. Yeah, they're not close indeed. It is going to be up to, well, Queens now to show that that last map was just a slip. No slip they made. It's going to be up to SPYS now to try and fight back and show that they have what it takes to actually win this entire series. They've shown it already on border. They now need to keep it up right here on coastline. But they're 0-2 behind. And that means that they need to, well, change things up. Maybe change the pacing a bit. Change the way that they approach stuff. I'm going to see soon whether or not they have managed to do so for this round or not, because we just entered the action phase. So within now and 3 minutes, we will be knowing whether or not it's going to be SPYS or if it's going to be Queen that will be taking a round.
See Nova going to be holding down just outside of Sunrise Bar, scanning it all out and seeing if there's any Valkyrie cameras up on the board to see if she can remove them. Sunrise Bar, of course, the door is going to get opened up. We'll see Miyo's going to be holding down outside of Hookah, as well as drones coming in. Looks like they're going to draw and go for this quick roam clear upstairs and see exactly what the situation is. Nice angle being held by Shishka as well from the offices.
This is a very interesting one right there, and it'll be very impactful as well. It looks like the Sunrise control is the one that, well, that's what SPYS wants to take right here. Prisma is going to get hit by Valkia. She just tries to spray through the wall right there. Hits it again, so refreshes the timer. See Mia laying down under the window right there. Will be standing up, but she hears someone get close. But SPYS not able to put a dent into the attack or into the defense yet.
Yeah, not yet at all. They haven't been able to find any kills whatsoever. Despite the amount of gunfire that is going on, no one has really suffered any major damage yet. Canary still on the upside down rappel to see what she can do just into the site. But well, Alice is going to make her way through into Aquarium. That's to be a little bit more of an aggressive play coming out, it looks like.
Gonna have to make a move within now and 1.5 minutes, but it's gonna be Mia to get the first frag into Nova. Alice now moving through, but will be caught off guard right here. And she was actually running. Shishka manages to pick up the frag. Took her quite a while, but still managed to get it eventually. It's going to be a kill now from Luna coming in. The down already on one of the other players. Is all up to Mix now. Wants to secure that kill just to get that KD on the board, but she's going to be stuck because all the other windows are going to get opened up. There's literally nothing she can do at this point. All she can do is wait. Because as soon as she moves down, she's going to get shot from the window on the left. Or on the right. Maybe even run out home here by Luna.
Yeah, not looking good at all. Still a minute left to go on the clock. However, Miox has plenty of time to play with here as Mia is injured. Miox confirms the kill, moves all the way in, but will indeed get confirmed by Kitty. And Queen will take round number 3. Flawless defense for them so far as they're able to go back to their original site of Kitchen.
Maybe now the Kitchen attack will be a little bit more patient coming down from the likes of SPYS. Because, well, the last one basically took 30 seconds. Not really the way you want to go. So let's see if they brought some more patience with them, if they have a different approach now for that setup. Because otherwise, I'm pretty afraid that Queen is going to be walking away with this one quite convincingly. And that border indeed was just a slip up.
So, a 3-0 flawless defense so far. We'll see how things are going to be going through as we move to round number 4, but things have just not looked good. These rounds, as I've said before, they've just not been close whatsoever. And there's just been no entry from SPYS right now. Like, they seem like a much weaker team than they did last time.
They definitely do, and maybe that's like, I don't know. It could be that we have, of course, like they managed to win map number 1. At that moment, a realization starts kicking in, and you start playing differently because you know that you have an opportunity of winning it, and that could be what they, what is necking them right now, right? It's they're realizing they can win it. They start feeling pressure. They start feeling like they can do it, and maybe that is what's actually hindering them right now. Maybe they need a 7-0 beat it. No, they probably don't. But, I mean, just by figure of speech. Just to be that careless again, which they were in the first 3 defensive rounds. Just do those kind of jump out, stuff like that.
So, right before getting underway, as we'll see what things are going to go down here. But, like, last time, I just didn't understand what the plan here was from SPYS. Like, they just all jumped into kitchen window and just all died from a crossfire. Like, they had no control, really, to try and get away with something like that. It looks like they're going to try and go for a kitchen service push this time. However, they have the Capitan on the line to support that, and they just take out the shield there that's been covering Echo's retreat. But you see, absolutely everyone stacked out Service Entrance. Smokes are going to go down as well. Pascal can try and make a way through, as it looks like, as well, everyone's playing very safe here right now, as the Echo drone is still available, and Shishka be holding down patiently, but Miox runs all the way in and takes her down. This is looking like a much better round for SPYS right now, as Kitty still holding on potentially, but the Diffuser has gone down successfully. I see Mia moving through the retake. Nitro's coming out from both Kitty and Luna, going to confirm kills on the board. It's all down to Alice now. All of a sudden, Diffuser is down. However, Alice could play this very, very patiently. Luna does know she's outside of the kitchen window. However, the peek has come through. Alice trying to play it patiently as well. Goes for the pre-fire, does take her down. But the counter diffuser is coming down from Mia. And Kitty comes the kill. And Queen taking round number 4.
Very good retake right here, but I think it would have been too aggressive. Maybe sending 1 or 2 guys that deep, right? To make sure you get that kill on the player on the Echo sitting up right there. But they sent in 4 players, and 4 players basically died right there around the kitchen. You might have just wanted to be able to back out at that point. But it's going to be the 4-0 right now from Queens to come through. They're going back to hookah billiards. This looked like a better round indeed from SPYS. It's better than they have been throughout this map so far. But they really have to step it up. Only 5 kills in total in 4 rounds. That's definitely not what we've seen last round.
Absolute slaughter coming out. This is a completely different SPYS than we just saw. I was really expecting a much, much better put up here from SPYS, honestly. But, you know, it's not over yet. 4 rounds in. Definitely very, very one-sided round so far coming through. And Queen looking very, very dominant so far. However, we're going to be moving to a hookah lounge and billiards room defense. And, well, we'll see the same strategy coming out from Queen.
I think it worked really well last time, so there's no reason really for them to change anything. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to SPYS. Are they just dropping down in focus? Or...
They're not winning their rounds. Winning their ones.
They're not even winning the gunfights. So, like, you don't win the rounds if you don't win the gunfights, and that's basically what's happening right now. Drones being hunted actively right there. A lot of information already being lost right there. I believe there's only 2-3 drones maybe left up for SPYS. Yeah, just 2 drones. It means you lost 3. That's pretty hefty, so to say.
I think this mute Mozzie combo has been pretty devastating for SPYS. Like, the lack of info has just been so punishing for them, it seems. Right? Like, they're pushing in and they're not sure what angles are being held, right? Like, they're moving into, like, VIP. They're trying to get control of, like, key areas, but they just don't have the info to be able to act upon it, on any of it.
But, like, losing 3 of your drones in prep phase is not the way to go.
No,
if you have
not.
Like, low information, like, resource already, you shouldn't be just rushing them in right there and just dying. And there we go. Kitty will most likely get spotted out by the drone. It's not a good place to leave your drone out because Kitty can actually just tap it out. But it's going to be Pascal to move in. Actually, win the gunfight. That shouldn't have been the case, but a refrag comes in straight away from Mia. Good stuff right there. As she was low on HP. Second kill to come in as well. Reload quickly with the Commando 9. We'll be picking up the next one. No, it's Alice to manage to eventually get that. And we're back in a 3-on-3 situation. Rome has been cleared out. That is something SPYS has been struggling with basically the entirety of this matchup so far.
Yeah, absolutely beautifully done on the refrags coming out from SPYS. This could be able to take both the mute and the Mozzie off the board. That's 2 nitros off the board, but also kind of like the key roaming combo that came out last time on this site. That seemed to be kind of an issue, right? 2 nitros downstairs, 2 shotguns downstairs is always a big issue. So that's going to be, that whole kind of area is going to be removed. And Shishka still playing patiently, but Ash Charge comes out from below and trying to find exactly where Shishka is. Ooh, she's in the AUG. It's kind of surprising.
3-on-3. SPYS slowly getting ready to get the execute going on. Nova spots out 1 player. Here's the second one. We'll now be seeing her as well. Quick turnaround from Luna to just deny the drone for any further information. Upside down repel will be imminent though. Trying to take care of Luna. He's playing behind the bomb right now, so it's going to be really hard to actually deal with that. Hatch is going to be opening up. That's actually going to be forcing Luna out of position. You would say so, because if Alice just moves into the right corner right here, you can just pick up the head right there from the Valkyrie. Now Valkyrie will be pushed out of the position, but will be really close to the bomb. There's going to be almost nothing you can do now, as the upside down repel of Nova has already been, well, dismantled. No longer there. Nothing they can do about it. In the meantime,
Canary looking to get ready for the plant, it looks like, because there's no one downstairs to try and threaten it so far, as Canary could move into the default plant spot, of course. But there we go, Luna is going to drop off. Does have a Nitro Cell available. Looks like she's going to go for the hit on the window, but no, doesn't find the kill just yet. Novo paying attention there, and will be able to take her down. Canary going to go try and go for the plant here, but Shadow and Shishka both going to put kills on the board. It's all down to Novo to try and bring this in, but, well, she confirms the kill onto Luna, but it doesn't look like she's going to be able to do anything so far. Moves up cool vibes, but it looks like that's, well, all she's saying. As Queen take that 5th consecutive round.
That one like turn around real quickly. They managed to get down right there on one of the players. So you, at that moment, you would assume that they could just make it happen. They could get the plan down. They could get that round. But at that moment, it was just too quick. Frags coming in right there on both the diffuser planter, so to say, and the player covering her. At that moment, it was over. Right now, Blue Bar Sunrise is going to be the next one. It's going to be the last one that Queen will be going to.
We've seen
Go for
definite
it.
improvement coming out from SPYS in these last 2 rounds. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen the diffuser go down and some quick trades coming out as well. But this, scoreline wise, is just an
It's not the
absolutely
way.
one-sided domination coming out from Queen right now.
This
Attackers
is not
need
the
to
way.
locate and
That's
defuse
for sure.
bombs.
They need to change things up here. Queen definitely showing that
Attackers have discovered
they are miles ahead, in fact, so to say. And wanna, well, clean off this health flawlessly. 6-0. Only given away, I believe, so far 10 kills in total. Not completely sure. There's Kitty quickly up to deploy the black guys right there. Gonna see a very hookah heavy hold to come down. Of course, important because that allows you to play in the bar, allows you to play
10
at the
seconds
little
remaining.
lounge area there as well. So nothing too strange, nothing too out of the ordinary.
5 seconds to insertion.
But it's definitely
Yeah,
going to be a hard task for
thi-
SPYS.
this has been the same thing for Queen, right? Like, they just do the same strat over and over again, but it works. They haven't had a need to adapt right now. Honestly, I think that SPYS are very struggling to adapt to the operator bans right now. Like, no book, you can tell, has definitely affected their whole kind of that kind of push.
Mm-hmm.
And Miux definitely did a lot of work on the book, both the last time that they went to Coastline yesterday, but also just in the previous map on Border.
Definitely so.
Attackers have located a
I
bomb.
just hope that SPYS is going to be able to get back alive during the second half of this matchup. Maybe even secure one round so it isn't over if you just make one little mistake. One mistake can basically cost you the round. So they need to get at least one. But as Shadow then picks up Alice, that means it's going to be, well, once again, starting off in the favor of Queen right here. Canary trying to go for the refrag now, went off the Harbinger roll as, well, they basically didn't get to Harbinger anyway. They need to change things up, and so far not really working out. C4 being prepped right there by Kitty. Waiting for the
Does
person
this
to
C4
enter.
work?
I mean, if you catch him off guard, quick
You've
note.
gotta, yeah, but you've gotta tass it from quite a while away. But Mia is gonna pick up 1 kill of our own. Nova will trade it out immediately, but still, SPYS find themselves at a big disadvantage. As Mia is gonna be thrown into VIP, and we'll see what kind of control that she can achieve from this side. However, finds the shield, almost gets found out herself. We'll be the shield off the board, however, and she should be able to get a little bit more decent control from this VIP side angle. But SPYS are very spread out right now. With Nova looking to maybe push through offices instead. Miox pushing all the way up, trying to get this top floor control still. As Shishka is going to be holding it down herself. Luna and Kitty still available in Sunrise Bar as well to kind of provide that distraction info. As Shadow still laying down cool vibes as well. So, like, very together defense still from Queen.
Feet there getting spotted on Mux. Fortunately, though, not getting hit. I was about to say it's going to be a very hard angle to actually fight because there's an MX4 Storm on the other side. It's a high fire rate just coming your way as soon as you get spotted. It's going to be hard to win that gunfight. Especially since if they start shooting first, there's almost no reason why you should lose that. So see Kitty quite low. Seems like we're going to see a kitchen take to come through all the way towards the lobby, apparently. Just to clear out, possibly. Castle Barricade gets opened up with the last breaching round, but that will give away the entire approach that they want to make right here. As Novo is trying to sneak in, trying to get closer. C4 comes in, won't be able to tag up anything, but it's going to be the castle. Luna to get one, then to try and go for the second one. Will be able to get it. No, will get down. And suddenly a 2-2 situation. And with 9 seconds left, and the diffuser has been downed. It's only up to Falcon now to find 2 kills in 4 seconds. That won't happen. It's going to be a flawless first half right here from the likes of Queen. That means 6-0 is definitely going to be a hard one to bite for SPYS to try and come back from.
This is kind of what we would have expected, right? This is also a very different coastline than what we saw the last time that these two teams went against each other. In that time, Queen banned out Capital and Maestro. And a very different coastline to what we saw yesterday as well. Because, of course, we did see a Nomad and Maestro banned from SPYS and a Blackbeard and Mirror banned from NSG. So, This is a very, very weird area that is being played right now. So I think that is just the main thing here.
I
Like,
have
the
no clue
operator
what's
bans
happening.
has just thrown off completely what SPYS want to do here. Like, no book available. This
definitely.
is clearly not something they're used to. I'm hoping that once they move on to the defense now, they're going to be too affected by it. But this is a really big task. 6 rounds in a row they've got to find in defense now
Defenders, protect
if they
your
want to
bombs
bring us
from
into
being
overtime.
defused by attackers.
It's a hard hill to climb, especially with, well, 006 on the scoreboard as Canary right now, trying to work her way towards 007. I mean, she already has the license to kill, so I don't know why she doesn't start doing it, because 00, you know,
Yeah, no, it works. It works.
it shouldn't matter what number is behind it, but
Sure.
she prefers the 7, apparently.
So,
Possibly.
moving to round number 7. I'll see exactly how things are going to be moving
Yeah.
through, but so far, so good for Queens. A clean 6-0 half will put them in a massive advantage moving through onto their attack. But, well, we did say the attack could have some issues to it, especially with this book ban. Very, very weird and interesting ban coming in from their side. But Queen should be prepared for this, right?
They should be aware. And 6-0 is very heavy to take in mentally. After they just had a very good feeling of winning border, they just go completely smacked to the ground right here, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I don't see this happen. I don't see Queen not win this round, or at least the next one. Like, it's gonna be 7-0 or 7-1. It's almost, you can almost guarantee it, unless it's gonna be SPYS that suddenly turn around the tables and they manage to find themselves again, and they manage to find what they did beforehand, and bring out these amazing setups that, well, we have seen them use against NSG before, but I don't think it's actually going to be happening.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
They've had so little kills, so to say, so they're not even winning the gunfights, and winning gunfights is definitely a good start to win rounds.
Sure. Makes sense.
Attackers
Yeah,
have recovered the diffuser. Attackers have dropped
game
the
that's
bomb.
revolved around killing people and then plant the diffuser, right?
Mhm.
So if you miss one of those steps, then it's going to be hard for you to win the game,
By
but
attackers.
we will see. It's going to
Well,
be the
track
first.
singers have gone down onto just onto white stairs, and Alex tries to push into it, but he's going to get punished very, very heavily for that. Kitty going to be holding onto that rotate, of course, as well. SPYS have decent amounts of info, however, available. There's a bulletproof camera. I'm not sure if I don't think anyone's actually realized there's a bulletproof camera there.
Wow. I don't think even you cannot take care of it actually.
You can walk around like the right side, surely, and you can
Can you
melee
shoot
it.
it from? Oh, you can melee it as well,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I forgot that part. There's the
Ooh.
C4. Actually, won't kill Shishka. It's gonna be doing a lot of damage though.
Yeah.
It's already he'll back up due to the dock. Oh, there we go. Hey, there's a
Yeah.
bulletproof cam. Should have possibly taken care of that before, but there comes the smokes. There comes the actual tracks as well. And this is the angle I was talking about. Melanie using this to take care of someone who's planting in the default spot, but they're not planting in the default spot, and that means that right now the diffuser will go down, and they do have a man advantage as well. Luna is going prone right next to the
Canary?
billiards, and Melanie has no clue.
Hello? Hello?
What are you
Hello?
doing?
Like, surely you realized at that point they didn't plant default, and well, it's been a bit of a disaster here for SPYS as they've all fallen apart, and it's all down to Alex. You just find one great shot from her coming out, but she's got to find 2 more.
And there's
if
so
she
much
wants
tracks
to
as well.
bring
There's
this
track stingers
in.
everywhere.
It's not a nice place to try and push in. Me, it's going to rotate out completely as Toxic Kitty. She's just out of aquarium. And yeah, these track stingers are going to get dealt with. However, Alice is going to go for the counter defuse. Someone's going to push up and try and deal with her, and they are going to be able to do so from the Billy's window. Queen is going to take it a clean 7-0 sweep from them. Absolutely beautifully played.
Well done. As exciting as the last map was, as it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, this must have been the most one-sided matchup we have seen throughout the entire playoffs, at least the most one-sided map. So, not sure what actually happened right here with SPYS. They just didn't seem to be able to do anything against it. It was Queen to take the utmost. Well, they used it perfectly. So, yeah.
That felt like a bit of a break.
Yeah.
If I don't want to sound mean here, but that was not the SPYS that we saw in the first match, and they seemed to just let off the gas completely there. And I think Haps stated it well. although this is a diffuse game, step one is get the kills, and they just weren't doing that. I think maybe they had a round or two where they got an opening kill, and even then they didn't capitalize on that fact. Uh, there was maybe one round where a diffuse started going down, diffuse started going down early, which usually doesn't happen. But even when it does go down, kills still need to happen, and SPYS just was not doing that. And I fear, as you were saying, Sternab, if this goes to Clubhouse, this seems like it's now like far into Queen's favor.
I think that border, it's not like a very strategic map. It's not got that much depth to it. It's kind of been a very overplayed and outplayed map, and there isn't that kind of much stuff going on there. I think that's placed greatly into SPYS' favor there. But you can see as soon as like weird operator bans come into it, as soon as you have a map like Coastline that has a lot more strategic depth to it, Queen just find everything going into their favor. Really good counter striking coming out from them, honestly, as well. Particularly with how like the Tiger ban as well. I think at this point it seems obvious that it was indeed the Tiger ban against Mux.
Yeah.
That book being brought off the board, you could see that SPY was struggling quite a lot during their attacks. They had a pretty decent attack going on service entrance. They did manage to get that diffuser down, and they managed to rush completely into the site. I think one mistake that kept happening from teams in other matches as well that wasn't happening here is that when you have control, teams will not push off that control. They will just try and plant. We saw it happening in the third place match as well between North Sea and Endpoint, where North Sea were determined to plant the diffuser when they were not able to do so. But you can see where SPYS don't do that. They push into the site, they flood, they get the control that they need, and then they can aggressively do, and they use that aggression to push off and they get the diffuser down. But that retake came through pretty hard for Queen, and well, I think Queen were feeling a lot more confident as the round started to progress. You could tell that they were playing a lot slower on border than they did on Coastline there. So yeah, like going towards Clubhouse, Clubhouse has so much strategic depth to it, especially with where operator bans, it's almost a map that's defined by its operator bans as well, and it can be played so very, very differently. So honestly, I don't see a scenario where SPYS can take Clubhouse from Queen, but we've already been surprised once today, so it could definitely happen again.
Surprised twice in a way. If you had something to add there, Haps?
Oh no, miracles do exist.
Hap, sorry, my
Sometimes, right?
apology.
Did you just say haps again?
I did. You know
I'm
when you're
gonna
thinking,
expose
don't
Len.
say. You know when
I'm
you're
gonna
thinking to
make
yourself,
montage.
don't say something, don't say
Yeah.
something, and then I know what your name is. I have no reason to
No,
say
it's
it
fine.
wrong.
I don't mind.
We
I'm
are.
just gonna make a montage at the end and then say Brimstone doesn't know how to pronounce. Nah, it's a joke. But no, I was gonna say miracles. They do happen sometimes, and we've seen an impressive first map today. So let's hope that they can step it up as well on the third actually.
Absolutely. It has been a day of surprises. Surprise on the first map, as you said. We did not expect SPYS to take it in that fashion. Somewhat surprised, as you were saying, Sternab, we thought that was going to be SPYS map on the second one with Coastline. So a bit of a surprise there. We will go to a quick 5-minute break and continue on to see if we will be surprised even more. But we will find out who will be the grand finalist winners in the inaugural season of CCS W. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
To and fro it floats in the light of the sky, like a water lily, and fades on the blue flood of day. A star is adrift and free. When day comes, it floats into space, like a spirit amazed in a wider paradise. Paradise, paradise, paradise,
It is time, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for map number 3 of the finals, of the grand finals of CCSW, the inaugural season. We've got Sternab, we've got Hap, and we've got myself, Brimstone, as well. And this is it. We're going to find out who the inaugural winners, the champions of the first season here. You get a quick prediction each. Go for it, Sternab. You start us off. What do you think is going to happen here? Winner, scoreline, everything.
I think just Queen is gonna dominate this matchup right now.
This is
Like,
not what we said, Sterno.
they are.
We
You
said
can
it was
say
gonna,
it then.
it was
You
gonna
can
be
say it
close
then.
8-7.
I will
No.
not be made a fool of.
Wink.
I don't know. I just think like Queen is just like every single time I've seen them in Clubhouse, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what the push is going to go through. You have to be a very adaptable team to play a very good Clubhouse, and we've seen them go to Clubhouse multiple times. They've used different operator bands every single time, and every single time they managed to adapt to exactly how Clubhouse is supposed to play in that exact scenario. Very difficult thing to do as a team, and Queen have definitely shown that they are a superior Clubhouse team. I'm not convinced that Spy is going to be able to do the same thing, because honestly, even on Border when they were winning, their pushes were the same. They weren't really adapting that much. Their pushes were the exact same every single time. So, I don't know. I don't think that SPYS is in a more adaptable roster. They're definitely good, and we did see already them taking Border proves that they're able to be even with Queen in gunfights. but I feel like Queen have a really good opportunity here to throw off SPYS very easily.
Scoreline predictions for yourself, Hap?
I was just gonna say it's a very close 8-7 with a wink with it, right? No, I think it's gonna be like, I'm afraid it's gonna be a run over now, especially after a 7-0. That hurts, right? You can feel it. Then, I mean, for my own player experience, if you're gonna get like basically beat up like that, it's not gonna be the best mood right there in the Discord or TeamSpeak server. People start tilting, stuff like that. So I am afraid that we're going to be seeing 7-1-7-2 coming out from Queen. I believe they are starting on the defensive side again, or the offensive side. Let me just quickly.
Yeah,
Okay,
SPYS
so
starts
they're starting on
attack and
defense,
Queen
so-
starts defense. Yeah.
Given Clubhouse starting on defense, right? You could just as well go 6-0 there. It isn't strange if that happens. It isn't rare. So
Depends on bans, honestly. I think
it depends on
that
yeah.
without a hard breacher, like without a Thermite or without a Habana, I think Club often tends to be pretty defender-sided. But honestly, when those things aren't banned, it tends to be very attacker-sided. So yeah, I mean, defense is normally the way to go overall in Rainbow, just starting overall. So it's going to be better for you overall to just kind of be in that scenario. As I said multiple times now, Clubhouse, definitely Queen's map. This is their map to lose, definitely. They just came off a quick 7-0, so you got to be feeling pretty confident after that one. SPYS, what is the mentality going to be like over there right now?
I mean, they'll need to find some energy here. But
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at the brackets in case anyone is tuning in just now at the moment, hasn't been able to catch the entire weekend, or maybe missing out on some of today. This will give you an idea of the picture. Of course, Team Queen finding themselves here by beating Endpoint. SPYS finding themselves here by beating North Sea Gaming. That led us to earlier today, Endpoint taking that third place, and now it is 1-1, a map apiece going into the third map. Team Queen and SPYS, and we are ready for the match here. We'll move into it. I'll talk to you guys in just a moment.
So, what are we thinking here happens with Zorpo rounds? What is going to happen here?
Thermite. No, Capito, actually. Okay. Well, that's
Not
going
the
to be...
first time. Not the first
It's not the first time. No, definitely not. But it's going to be leaving it up to SPYS whether or not they want to ban a Maverick, or a Thermite, or a Hibana now. All three of them are not too crazy, so to say. Or are they going to go for something completely different? Maverick, okay. That's a pretty standard ban, so to say, for Clubhouse, right?
Yeah, McQueen have played a Maverick ban club before against Penta, and they did pretty well on that. They won 5 attacks with a Maverick ban. So I'd say they know what they're doing with that. Maestro going to get banned out, which is a pretty common ban. I believe Queen have banned out Maestro every single time they played Clubhouse. So you kind of expect that this would be a good for them, and Miro will get banned out as well. It does leave Echo up on the board, but this should be familiar territory for Queen right now.
Well, they know what to do. They've managed to basically got 6 consecutive rounds as well onto Coastline. Bans don't necessarily favor the defenders, but I mean, depending on how Queen will be playing it out, mentality could be broken on SPYS. This first round is going to be very, very important.
Yeah, SPYS have never played a club with a Maverick ban. I don't think. No.
That is definitely going to
So they played club twice. They've won it both times. They played against Titanium Cloud during the very first week. They played it with a Monty and a Thatcher ban. And then they played against Penta with a Thermite and a Lion ban. Not Penta, sorry, someone else. They played against someone with a Thermite ban. NSG in week 7 with a Thermite and a Jackal ban. Sorry.
All right, well, we're going to be seeing as we're going to the bomb site, which is normally considered as the tertiary bomb site, first. It's Queen to shake things up here. They feel confident again, and they will show that by picking up onto Gym Bedroom instead of CCTV Cache or the garage. No, that's not called garage here. I mean the Armory and Church bomb site. So,
yeah.
Wait, did they just... They prepped it one too many times. The castle barricade's gone.
Yeah, no, it's just a quick exercise, right?
Hit
Make sure your melee buttons feel
it
good.
12 times. All right, so that means there's oh, that's one less castle barricade right there. Oh no, wait, okay. They might have actually pulled it off then. Does it break if you pull it off? Okay, I'm confused now. Apparently
yeah,
it does then.
No, it does break. It does break, yeah.
Because they were punching it, then it just disappeared. I
Yeah.
was like, what the just happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure what the whole situation was there, but
No
well,
panic.
we're gonna move through anyway. It's gonna be fun.
No panic.
Yeah. Me gonna be
I
holding
like
down.
this. Yeah, I like that.
Server. Yeah.
Look at the
I don't know
burnout.
if I like this or not. I kind of prefer it when people hold down cash instead and reinforce that side, but I mean, this works as well. We're going to be going for a pretty aggressive already banner tricking, as Mia on the other side could be kind of tricking. And this is also the very big danger, but Miok's already down, but not out just yet.
Oh no, how did that happen? But I was gonna say, like, actually, I think she fell off the roof, to be honest. Like, there's no where she could have killed from.
Yeah, well, she did.
So, is there a run out from strip maybe? No, there is no run out.
No,
I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say
she
Luna
fell off,
actually
yeah.
didn't lose her Bennett wire because she picked it up right as the EMP went off. So she wasted one EMP. Still has all 4 of her wires available to her. Pascal now, or Valkyrie, we should say, will be taking care of both those castle barricades. And normally you would want to put someone there to actually challenge it if they're going to be trying to open it up, but so far it doesn't really seem that that is happening.
I feel like there's just too many, like, your point here is to waste time, not to, like, actually deny the wall. And I think she's done that, right? And they've moved through into bathroom, they've reinforced that now, and, like, it's all good. So, like, that, Luna did her job perfectly there. Like, that's exactly how you want to hold that.
Yeah, no, she's going to be holding off the window as well, making sure that no one is actually going to be able to jump in.
So, like, yeah, they got Jacuzzi wall, but really, ultimately, kind of, like, pointless, right? Like,
I mean, Jacuzzi is always going to fall. Like, there's not a single day when it should not fall, but... Oh well, Miok's falling down the roof. That's going to be basically the only damage done so far. Not the perfect start right here for SPYS. Might show where their mines are at right now. No more EMPs left, so it's going to be impossible for them to open up the bathroom. Giving the player right there a very good spot. Alice right now trying to sneak in. We'll be finding the legs right there of the Bennett player. We'll actually get the down onto Luna. They were unaware of that. And they will finish off eventually. Canary then picks up a kill as well. It's going to be a very aggressive start right here from the likes of SPYS, who managed just to push through for now. Soon the plants will come in. Melanie now. Ooh, okay.
Oh, no one looks towards that rotate. Novo does go down. However, Miok's playing it very patiently, but the diffuser has gone down successfully. Shishka and Kitty both getting kills of their own, but both refragged by Miok's now. Looking good already. SPYS do have that diffuser down, of course. Canary just playing very, very patiently, but there goes Kitty. And well, Shishka's got to know where both of these people are. Peeks out. Jacuzzi, but gets taken down. SPYS takes round number 1 with a quick diffuser plant into Jim. Very well played by them.
Miok's just, you know, dropping down from the garage to be on 20 HP just to up the difficulty level a little bit. They managed to get 3 kills. I mean, it was all according to plan. Right? Nothing going on right there.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan.
So, we'll move into round number 2.
Calculated,
It's
as
going to
Rocket
be
League players would say.
a Church and Arsenal defense room.
Yeah, good to actually change. I mean, they wanted to go for the tertiary bomb site first, and didn't really work out.
It works, it doesn't work, you know, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, it's kind of like a high risk, high reward kind of play. It's not going to affect them too much. Like, you go to the offsite first, it's fine. So I guess you're kind of like disadvantaged moving through here is that now that they know
you're probably going to change, right?
Yeah, like going into that, even if you win this round, like the 3rd round, they know where you're gonna go, right? Unless Queen pull out some weird bar stock hold, which I don't think is gonna happen, then you know.
I've only seen I've seen it once in Challenger League. It actually managed to go through and actually be won, I believe. But it's mostly because well, it was like Forts, I believe, playing against Syzygy, so at that point they were outskilled already. But you don't normally see the bar stock room coming in.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is definitely
used to be the number
very
2
weird.
site,
It did used to be. It did used to be. That was before cash and everything got changed there.
Yeah.
So. Well.
Oh well. Drones come in. right here. Something that felt like it was lacking
Located a bomb.
over the last the last map. The mute Mozzie combo really worked out right there for Queen. It was so hard for SPYS to actually get eyes on, and you notice it now. They're allowed to drone, they're allowed to see where they are, and instantly the frags start coming down.
A
At
bomb has
least
been
so it did last round. We might be able to do so now as well. Stun coming in. We'll be trying to find if someone is actually there. Not the case. It was a normal detonation time that was necessary to detonate those stuns. Not sure why it actually got deployed like that, though, because there's no way that you were going to be able to follow up on those. Might be to waste ADSs then. Can't think of another way or another reason why you put them down like that.
Oh, no, we're going to be able to get open Moto hatch. Easy as that, as Mia looking to try and deny this kitchen hatch from going down. Moto hatch will, of course, get opened up easy enough, but Mia's trying to do whatever she can. Just, of course, up to the top of kitchen. Drones are going to be going out across the board here as well. Just trying to open up all the kitchen floor, but no kills going through just yet for either side, as we just get about halfway into the round. Still a lot of control, however, to be gained for SPYS.
Yeah, definitely so. Some of the hatches already been opened up. We see Canary right here is a bit careful about moving through. Most likely proceed to open up the the tunnel, so to say. It's Mia right now to get a shot down onto Mux. We'll be down to about 20 HP, but we've seen before that's not an issue for her, as she managed to still pick up 2 kills right afterwards last time. Doesn't need all that HP if she's feeling in the zone. Valkyrie right there, the one near motorcycle. Might be the one to go up for the actual first kill, or it's going to be Luna who is trying to actually rotate into that area. Okay, here's someone walk past. I'll be able to actually work upon that. Luna holding off that angle. This is definitely going to be like the one to come through. It's either going to be Valkyrie to get the kill right here as she spots the if she spots Mia walking through right there, but it's going to be giving away the actual information to Luna as well that she can go for the peek right here, but she will get picked up. That's a great kill right there from Valkyrie. We'll be sorting out the second head as well, but needs to be careful. Doesn't have, well, you shouldn't overstay your welcome right now. As long as that smoke is in that position, they're going to have a very good spot. Alice, what are you doing? You just...
It's TK's.
TK the TK'd.
Well,
But now
Mia's
the
going to
diffuser
pick up
drops.
Mia. Shadow just put down all Alice. However, that's diffuser in holds. Novo pushes through the way, however, and will pick up the diffuser as well as Shadow. And that's going to be a very, very close one as Kitty does go down. And the plant starts to go down as well. Shishka going to be moving on to main stairs. Does find one as well. Knows where the diffuser's gone down. And almost a clutch from Novo, but no. But the stand comes through from Pascal. The counter diffuser starts to go down from Shishka. She's going to know that she was stood. Pascal pushing through onto this side. Shishka gets off the counter diffuse. As Pascal's going to move all the way through to try and find the counter diffuse. Gets off as well again from Shishka. She knows she's 1 HP in a dream. Pins on the pistol. It's a clutch. What? Pascal brings it in for SPYS with the withstand. Oh my god. You never see that happen. Oh my god.
Pascal didn't even look to know that she could withstand right there, and as Shishka went off the counter diffuse, that lost him it, because if she would have stuck it, there was no way she would have been back in time. But she realized that at the same moment that we did, that the withstand was an actual thing, and she doesn't know that she wasn't back up yet. All she knew was like she was maybe already next to her at that point. And oh my god, SPYS managed to take round number 2, and they're turning it all around right here. Even though this was a clutch, this shouldn't have happened. But on this map, like, this is such a huge round for SPYS. A very important one.
What a disaster for Queen right there. That should have been an easy cleanup from Shishka, but, well, completely thrown away. And, well, it's very, very rare you see that withstand ability clutching rounds, but, well, there's the proof right there.
Use it.
It does happen. It does happen. So,
1 HP in a dream.
we'll see round number 3 is going to be getting underway, and we'll be going to our third bomb site. It's going to be, of course, the CCTV and the cash room defense. One site we haven't seen yet from Queen. This isn't looking good for Queen whatsoever.
Definitely not. They got completely, well, destroyed onto the gym and bedroom. For some reason. Didn't look like it would be. But at some point they just whiffed in, got the bandit player, right? And at that moment it was all south from there. And then, like, the way that the plant still went down, Like, the bomb was down at that moment. I thought the round was going to be over. It was going to be Queen, but Hibana just in time, grabbing that diffuser, getting into a pretty safe spot to go for the plant. And the player still being, like, available at the main stairs right there to basically hold off both rotations is what saved them eventually that round. And don't forget about the withstand ability right there. First time you actually see it work like it does right here. And that is why you always use those withstand, well, seconds that you have. First kill comes in from Valkia. SPYS is on again. They're doing it. They're going ham. They're getting those first frags, and those are really important in Clubhouse as well, because it's going to be giving you an upper hand just simply. There it comes. Will be Benetricked. Why do you place it in the middle, Melanie? Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, Mia's going to be going down, however, to the nade. Great nade coming out from Miux again. She's really been doing the work on the book today. As Kitty going to be trying to do what she can onto the top of a garage. And, well, Queen find themselves in a 3v5. Things not looking too good for them right now, but there's still a lot of work to do here for SPYS. As they haven't managed to open up the main wall just yet, even though they have managed to find 2 frags on the board.
No, definitely so. They have the 2 frags that they need, but they need to find Kitty now, who is also playing in the garage. Looks like Valkia is going to be the one to try and do so. Maybe even go for double impact on the wall. As soon as Melanie wants to place it down again, because that could be, well, basically an instant kill. There comes the grenade right now from Mux. We'll be dropping it, but it's going to be the ADS to get it. Just not cooked perfectly. Kitty will drop down. What are you doing, Kitty? Why do you drop down onto Mux? It's like the most... That's just a big throw coming down right there. Luna now gets one. Will almost be picked up. Basically, no damage done, however, by Mux. And as Melanie is willing to help, the wall is now going to get opened up because of the double impact. There's nothing the Bennett could have done at that point. Would just be completely counted off. We'll be playing on the top stairs. Mux now trying to find the one onto the catwalk. Will be spotted out right there. Gets her head taken off. And now the garage is still in control of Queen. As we see 2 people slowly trying to move in. Will get spotted out. Clean kill for Malice. That's important. And now the shield is going to be what is standing in between Queen and the likes of SPYS.
This is looking like a decent plant opportunity now for SPYS, but they've not got a lot of time left to deal with, and there's still plenty of info coming out from Queens. But it's only Shadow left remaining on the board to see what she can do here. Playing very, very close to the board. Will manage to down and eliminate Pascal. And it's now a 2v1. They got to know where she is. However, Canary taking a lot of damage here with the pre-fires, but it's going to get pre-fired right on back. Canary picks it up. And SPYS take round number 3, their 3rd consecutive attack round here on Clubhouse. But honestly,
What is
I
happening?
know that things, I know Hap. I know they're not looking good for Queen. There have been a number of mistakes. But, as I said, I feel like with 2 hard breaches up, this is pretty attacker-sided.
Yeah, but not like you should be losing 3 rounds in a row in all 3 different sides, right?
No, but I'm saying, like, as long as what happens, like, as long as you come out of this as, like, you know, you can win, like, 2 defenses here, I think you're still not good, but you're content.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're still in the game. So even
like
though a lot
how,
of people are looking at this and they're looking at 3 attack wins in a row and thinking it's over,
Defenders, protect your bombs
it's
from being
realistically
defused
it's
by
not. As long as like Queen can find 2 defenses.
Definitely so. I kind of like, though, that Queen is just pretending like they win the rounds, just continuing their rotation. Back to Gym Bedroom now. Like it would have been unlocked if they won it, actually, the first time. Oh, man. Map 3, Grand Final. We've had a, well, upset at the start. Then a 7-0, which we would have expected to crush SPYS, but suddenly they refound themselves some energy. Picks it back up to a 3-0.
10 seconds to insertion.
As I was expecting a 7-0, 7-1 scoreline for Queen. You see how
Yeah,
Cast the Curse is definitely something that keeps on happening.
So, definitely got a game on our hands right now as Queen. Very much struggling to find a round on Clubhouse. But, well, as I said, I feel like all they need is 2. They need 2 rounds in this half to be able to at least keep themselves in the game. And, well, I think that's definitely very, very possible to happen right now. But Pascal moving much quicker with this instead. Last time, I think she, because the window and server was open, that she was very, very hesitant about opening all this stuff.
Can I just say, what if you put down 2 ADSs?
Yeah, that could be good as
That
well.
would be just such an outplay right there. That wall would remain closed. That's
Yeah,
well,
there's no other real soft breach coming out other than nades, I guess.
no,
So,
yeah. So they were gonna have to toss in their grenades at that point. You'll be wasting so much utility. Or, well, of course, they could be coming in with the actual Thatcher, but it's going to be Valkyrie right there with the kill onto CCTV as Castle just tried to get the... Well, actually, no, Kitty right there with the... what's he called again? The Jaeger to try and get that kill. Will now open up. Luna will be forced to fall back. Will no longer be playing the same position as she was last time when her legs got taken off. And slowly we see everybody falling back into more dug-in positions, so to say. Miox already right here into logistics office. It's definitely not something that you want to have as queen because there's just a lot of control right here, right now. As soon as this drone comes down onto Luna, they can just go for the wallbang right there. Actual aggressive peak to come down as well from her. Doesn't seem to know yet what they're going to be doing about it.
Yeah, Luna going to be holding down where she can. As Miox on the other side of logistics. The prone angle starts to come through yet again from Alice. We saw this last time as well. Shishka, however, with the impact trick, is going to be able to deny this bathroom wall. Now, no more thermites left remaining on the board. Not looking too good at all. Shadow with a prone angle of her own as well is going to eliminate Alice. Great pick from her as Luna shuts down one of her own. Retakes logistics as well. Very more importantly, as Canary tries to move through into sight. But, well, this is starting to stall out quite a lot right now from SPYS. They do have the control of the site, but they haven't been able to move through at all. Mia picks up Pascal, and now things are looking very, very squiffy for SPYS overall. Canary going to try and move up where she can, but... Well, she has the diffuser in hand, but she's only got 40 seconds left to play with here. The peak just should start to come through here from Luna. She does hear the barbed wire starting to get moved through and get hit. Potentially a refrag starts to come through now. She does go down, but it's not going to be enough right now to find Canary. As Nova is going to Novo is going to try and move through and see what she can do on the other side instead. They've got to find some sort of entry, and within 20 seconds left to go on the clock right now. Nova's going to move in. There's got to be a frag somewhere. Canary does find that frag. Regains the control logistics. Oh, Shadow finds Canary, though, in return. And it's a 1v3. It's all down to Nova to try and bring this in. Mia just prone in the middle of the site, and it's not going to be enough. Queen takes round number 4.
Should have been aware of the fact that no one being in logistics anymore. As Melody got killed from out the bedroom. Checking the wrong angle right there, but, you know, that stuff can happen. Now going back to the garage, most likely. Queen trying to, no, garage, I keep on saying garage. I mean the basement, of course, Church and Arsenal. Queen trying to get their second round on the board, and as you said, if they manage to get 2, they are still able to, well, contest, so to say, into this matchup and make sure that it isn't lost after all. Because, of course, they are known as the female team. They've always been known as the female team. Team Queen. They've been around for about 2-3 years now, right?
They are literally queens. Like, you know?
They have the legacy. They are the best female team that has so far touched Rainbow Six Siege, but at least in Europe, we must say. And right now we are seeing SPYS heavily trying to try and actually take that title, to try and take the Queen title from them.
Well, we'll have a look what that Queen title is indeed going to involve, as they're going to have to try and fight for it now. Moving all the way through. Into round number 5. So, yeah, you know, Queen, they found one defense. As I said, all they have to find is one more, and I think they can be pretty content with this kind of score line. They're still in the game at that point. I just feel like with 2 hard breaches, especially for this downstairs attack, it is so much easier with 2 hard breaches.
Definitely. No,
And Thatcher as well.
At that point. It's almost impossible if you just have 1. Like, it's really going to get hard at that point, so... I get it. I get why it could be an attack side of map, but, like, I don't know. It just...
Well, also, statistics do back this up. Because the last time that we saw Queen go here with a Maverick ban against Penta, they won 5 attacks, but they only won 2 defenses. And Penta won 4 of their attacks. So, statistically, with the Maverick ban and no other main attacker banned, it is very attacker-sided.
Especially for Queens, that is the case.
Yes.
But we'll see. Maybe that SPYS is going to be able to bring up an even better defense to play with. Bots are coming out. Trying to find if there's a yokai or a black eye to come through. That's an aggressive peek to come through. Okay, you should have actually peeked there and gotten the frag right there. Luna was trying to fall back. Instead went off the angle, of course. Oh, knew that there was a black eye right there. Didn't want to waste her life right there because they would have exactly known where she was. Vertical angles now being opened up by Miyuk, so that means that soon the church will be opened up. The impact trick failing to go off right there on both sides as both impacts used by Mia, and the hatch still opened up. I wonder, does she even have her Electroclaw still, or have they been taken care of as well? Because if that's the case, that's a lot of wasted utility right here for basically no result whatsoever.
Shadow could be holding down onto the dirt tunnel once more. 1 minute left to go on the clock, and Pascal's actually down, but will be able to withstand once again. Moto Hatch will be able to get opened up. Luna's going to get the heck out of there. Shiska
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
wanting to hold it
Attackers
all down
recovered
as
the bomb
well.
diffuser.
Trying to push through dirt right now, though, but trying to push through dirt against a good smoke is going to be a very difficult task indeed. It's trying to take the smoke off the board, but it's not going to happen just yet. Remote gas grenade, still one in pocket for Shadow.
I don't know why
They
they
should be
keep
able to
on-
just hold it.
I don't know why they tried again, because last time it really went wrong as well. They dropped the diffuser, almost lost the round because of it, so they really need to go from a different approach right here. Maybe go for motorcycle, open up the church wall as well, but they might not have these the EMPs left anymore. Melanie, however, just seems to be pushing through. Probably used both of her exothermic charges, it looks like. Mia gets the first frag onto Miyux. As the buck now gone. Tries to get for the second, but will fall instead. Shadow will be picking up Canary. Now Alice wants to go for the refrag. Drops the diffuser there. That's a double kill to come in, and now it's going to be up to Nova get to try and recover it. It's 1 kill. Needs to find 3 more if she wants to win this, but it's going to be the shotgun right there to actually hold that off pre-fire to come through, and it's going to be Shadow to clean it up, and it will be taking the second round as well right now. Queen, we're almost seeing an identical health coming out right here from Border. Trio in front, and then Queen fighting it back. Possibly bring it up to 3-3. But the fight is on. The game is on. And they're not here to just hand it out, either of these teams.
Very, very, very close matchup so far, it would seem. Queen have stopped the bleeding thus far. Maybe a 6-pick nook here from Alice. That was teased a little bit.
They like to tease sometimes pretty heavily. Is it coming through? There we go. No, it's going to be a Thatcher 6-pick, almost the same.
Defenders, protect your bomb.
What do we
being
think?
defused
What do we
by
think of this lineup?
Diverse lineup, both sides. A lot of information on the side of Queen. Black guys, Yoka drones, no IQ to deal with either of those. So I don't know. Really depends on the gunfight. Like, will SPYS win the gunfights? Because if they don't, then there's definitely going to be an issue because of all this information that's going to be out here. They need to outnumber the likes of Queen if they want to have a good shot at this round, because they'll know exactly where they're coming from every single time.
For sure. So, round number 6 getting underway, and, well, the last time that this was attacked, it was honestly just not close. It was a 3v1 at the end, which just completely shut down. We did have, like, decent positioning coming out, but, well, in the end, it just didn't work out too well for Queen.
Definitely didn't. Let's see if SPYS can repeat that story, put themselves on a 4-2 lead, and not give the even split again. Definitely make their lives a lot easier compared to a 3-3 scoreline. Honestly, after I saw it was 3-0, I didn't really expect it to go back to 3-2 now, at this point. Ah, smart, they're going to be breaching from the garage. That's what they have to do. They have to take care of the actual garage player right here. Garage is such a... Oh, it actually jumps that high. I was about to say, garage is such a critical factor for this take, like, at all times. You need the garage if you want to plant from the main wall, because otherwise you're just not going to be able to get that plant down safely.
Well, things are not going to be going well at all. Round number 6 getting underway as just about a minute into the round. Mia going to be going for the very heavy peek outside the lounge, and she gets him! What? Pascal going to be going down. Beautiful shot coming out from Mia there. So much I just start to come down as well. But still good tricking coming out from Shadow.
Yeah, only one exothermic charge left, and there's going to be one way now to actually clean that. Dallas, what are you doing? Alright. Mia takes that double kill. That's possibly
Mia just
round
doing
winning
work
even.
right now.
Thatcher
Yeah, I mean,
dead.
She's also got the Nitro still downstairs as well. Like, they have to clear her right now, and Nova is going to be able to recognize that. As drones continue to come down as well. Canary having a big issue trying to get this wall open right now, and it looks like it did get bandit tricked again.
Yeah, I might have gotten bang the trigger, but there's no one now to deal with it. They need to actually take care of these players. Shiska is going to be taking quite a bit of damage from that grenade, but nothing close to death as of yet.
Oh.
First comes in. Mia gone. Now tries to check this corner, but no one is going to be on that. It's going to be Shiska on top of the stairs. And as right now, Miux is trying to deal with the player into the garage right here. It's going to be Kitty to not give away too much of her body. Making sure that she will stay and live to fight for these last 40 seconds to come through. Grenades are going to be tossed in right now. There comes the flashbang. Second grenade is actually going to be tossed up to the stairs, actually. Will not be dealing too much damage. Actually, nothing on the actual player right there. Luna will be picking up one, will be picking up two, and now wants to go for the third as well. No, she's going to be outside. It's going to be Novo. We've seen Novo make amazing plays before, round-winning plays, but this is not going to be one. 20 seconds to get 4 kills with the diffuser dropped. Is definitely not one that you would like to give her, but she is going to be picking up the first one. 20 HP left, though.
Yeah, 20 HP and a dream, but it's 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Picks up another one. Some good exit frags coming out here from Novo. Might be able to actually make this happen, but, well, yeah, it doesn't look like it's meant to be right now. Just go for the pre-fires, but we'll get pre-fired herself as Queen will take round number 6. Kitty closing it out. And, yeah, Queen with a great comeback. 3 rounds in a row to be able to bring this in for themselves. They've stopped the bleeding. But now, moving on to the attack, now they have to really start to pick it up themselves. But as I said, I feel like, honestly, this is pretty attacker-sided, and we should start to see now Queen pick up the pace.
Yeah, Queen definitely needs to pick up the pace now. If they give room to SPYS, if they... Well, this first round is also going to be very important, though. Like, if SPYS will be able to win this first round, they might get back in their comfort zone again, where they feel confident. They will most likely proceed to win Church then as well. And at that point, it will rely on Gym Bedroom. But honestly, if they manage to win CCTV and Church, then the game could already be over for Queen. So this is going to be an important one for Queen.
Need to locate and defuse bombs.
Queen need to show here that they're the better attacking team.
Yes,
They need to show that from the get-go, from round number 1 that they get to the attack, because otherwise, it is definitely going to be proving troublesome.
Good lineup, though, from Queen coming out. And, I mean, we've seen this lineup already coming out from SPYS, so no real surprises coming out from them. However, we've seen a Legion making an appearance here. I think Legion, you know, he's a good, solid operator. He can kind of find his way into any lineup. You know, he has everything. But here specifically, very good for specifically cash stairs and garage stairs as well, specifically against Monty pushes. I think is the main reason why most people would choose a Legion in this scenario.
Yeah, definitely, but it looks like Alice is actually going to be playing him as a roaming operator. She's all the way down in the basement. Not sure what she's doing there. To go back to Oil Pit. You're not going to be climbing up these stairs, are you? Because, oh, okay. Just to toss out.
It's good just to hold down Oil Pit, right? And like,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
get that angle onto the garage stairs.
Yeah, you can basically deny someone walking up. If the person on rafters would fall, you can still basically get complete control of rafters because you are on that angle. And it's so hard to clear out sometimes as well because, well, there's just so many, like so much metal there. It's just hard to actually get your bullets through to actually hit. Here we go. First EMP to go down. Mux, you should actually be ready. No, it's going to be Shiska to actually trick it. Is Mux going to be in time? No, she's not. And that means that the wall has been opened up. That's where you stand by. And as the wall has been opened up pretty safely, it has to be careful now from the drone hole to not get shot through. Melanie getting droned out. Alice still at the bottom of Oil Pit, ready to support. Run out. Mux. Mux is running out there, taking out the termite. As the diffuser dropped as well, but that's nothing too major because, you know, it's still within control of the attackers as Mia now goes for the pickup. Melanie, you have to watch out. You know that's open. You should not be peeking that. That's a huge mistake right there. It's just an awareness coming down right there from Canary.
Yeah, Canary getting caught out very, very quickly there as well as Pascal. Put it in a long angle, but Alice does manage to find Luna on that angle that we were talking about earlier. And Shadow's going to be very aware of this, however, as they try to push up garage stairs. However, the Legion mines are going to start to find them. That's significantly slowing down this attack, but they've got plenty of time to work with here. Bulletproof camera, of course, is being set up here, as Mia's going to be able to take that off the board very easily on. Kitty, still holding this long angle. She got a drone downstairs, however, should be able to see if there's anyone rotating below. And it is going to be, of course, be the Legion and the Bandit, both below. We do have a Nitro Cell on the board from Miox as well.
Defender has
But
left
just
the
the run-out potential as well coming
Oh,
out from
nice.
her. But, oh, Kitty knew it was going to happen, but still gets deleted. Miox takes her on the board, and Mia trying to peek around to see what she can do. Miox below, of course, with that Nitro still remaining. As Pascal's actually going to go for the outside rotate here. Very dangerous.
And they're just putting pressure right now. They're making, like, they're creating an information overflow. They're all running around, going outside, getting spotted. Mia now trying to go on the side. We'll be killing Novo. There comes a C4. Will actually not hit. It's going to be Mia to stay alive. We'll be getting another frag. It's certainly a 1 and 2. There we go. Diffuser now drop Pascal to go back inside. Shadow into Guma. He needs to pull that out. He's going to be on 90 HP, but they know that the diffuser is dropped in a position that is very, very, like, vulnerable right there. They need to actually peek 1 or 2 of these operators to try and go there. Right now, Shadow will recover it, but knows that there is no time to actually go for the plant. She needs to go for the kills, and it's SPYS to take home their first round onto the defense. And with that, they will be leading once again with 4-3, and are here to say that they're here to take it all. They're here to win this, even though the 7-0 slip onto Coastline. They're here to show that they're the #1 female team. Next operator pick phase, we are indeed going up to Church Arsenal. This is the round where SPYS is going to be able to say that they are going to be winning it. If they manage to win this one right now, they will be winning both their main sites. Only having to go to a, well, secondary or tertiary, I must say, once. Castle going to get picked out. Actually going to gym right now, so that they're changing things up.
This gym
defused
defense
by
has been very, very, very weird to try and go to first early on. I don't mind you going here, like, it's good, like, we said it's like a high risk, high reward kind of thing to go here early, but going here second rather than first, I think is better, because the second site you expect is that downstairs site, right? But
Definitely.
to be honest, from Queen, we don't really see them change up their attacking roster too much. So I don't think it's
the
going
same
to
roster
really affect
basically
them.
the entire time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter too much. Maybe it's like a mentality thing. Like they just discussed how to attack the bottom floor, and now they're gonna have to use the prep phase to actively discuss and how to approach gym bedroom. So maybe a little bit more chaotic at the start of the round. I think that would be the only difference that we would be able to possibly see right now.
So let's see how this gym attack does go down from Queen. Not a great start from them, but not a poor start either, of course. They've still got plenty of rounds to work with. Drone's going to go out across the board here as well. As Luna sees what kind of strategy she's going through here, of course, as well. Interesting there's no Kaed coming out here from the defensive SPYS, and no Mute either, to try and deny this server war.
No. Not sure why. Is there even anyone trying to counter off someone going through that wall? Or, like, is someone even watching it? Because it doesn't look like it. Oh no, the grenade's coming through.
Oh, the
Just
ADS
ADS.
catches it there.
Indeed.
Alex to be able to play around this very, very nicely. So EPs is going to be coming down. That shield's still protecting her, as well as an ADS deep into gym as well. And Pascal's there to help out and give
This is a
some
setup
support.
that they actually show that they want to keep that wall closed, right? You're putting down 2 castle barricades, you're putting down a shield as well. So as soon as both impacts have been used, there's nothing you can do to use with that shield, especially since one of the grenades already gone. Oh no. Where is Miox downstairs? That could be an interesting roam.
I don't mind it. Oh, well.
Melanie.
Canara getting very, very aggressive. All of a sudden, Mia going to be going down, but not out just yet. As Shadow finds the first kill of the round with a nade on Pascal.
So ironic when the Jaeger gets killed by the actual grenade right there. Pre-fire coming down from Melanie, but she will be trying to fall into a safe position. And right now, Nova will be hearing Luna trying to move in from here, so she will be calling that out. And most likely, we'll see Miox now starting the actual flank coming in from CCTV, as Luna is looking to actually get the kill right there. We'll be spotting out Melanie. Melanie, you shouldn't have stood up right there. Luna has to be picked up by Miox now. Is Alice taking down Shadow? Miox indeed picking up Luna. And then suddenly Shiska is finding herself within a rock and a hard place, because it's going to be Miox in that position. But it's suddenly all her alone. And that's going to be the impact, the Pokeball. But it doesn't manage to work. Queen managed to take that round. As a Miox's flank. Like, her flank was too late. It took too long. If it was a bit earlier, that might have been savable. Or salvageable.
Really well
but-
played by Kitty as well, like just to put so many frags on the board and just to
Definitely.
give all that space at the end there, because it kind of looks like that construction push was just not going to work out at all because they had no flank control. But yeah, as you said, Miyox going for that late flank a little bit too late, but the collapse just didn't work. Kitty shut down that entire offensive push coming out from the defense there. So, well, Queen have stemmed the bleeding again. They've put themselves back onto the upper foot, and now we're pushing into round number 9. This is getting very, very close, and this is Decider map.
Decider map 4-4.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
This
bombs
is what
as
you
they
want to
can.
see. You want to see two teams that are even, and like, of course we had a 7-0, but that might even make the storyline better. It might even make it makes the story better because it's gonna be like, all right, so SPYS won it, then they lose 7-0, so you expect them to be completely beaten down, like morally destroyed, right? But then they managed to still bring up a fight, bring it up to 4-4 right now. Might even win it after all, and that would be such a story. The team that wasn't supposed to win from Queen
Yeah.
manages to take the first map, then get beat down 7-0, and then manage to find the strength and the flexibility and the resilience to, at least for now, give a really close third map.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
For now. But
For now.
I think SPYS, you know, whatever, if they did have any morale issues after that 7-0, I'm sure all of those things have been put aside now. They are very much in command of this particular series right now. It is all theirs to win right now. Like, they have a big advantage to what's going on, and, well, it's all theirs. I think SPYS should be in a pretty confident position right now, but Queen got to step up their game if they want to bring this into themselves.
No, they definitely need to. They need to bring in these individual plays again that have been so effective in the past. Mia, kind of worried about someone from Oil Pit possibly peeking as she is looking to go upstairs. See the angles being opened up by the Buck now, worrying that maybe someone is going to be pushing from the main stairs, but just a simple drone would have been able to basically give you the information that that's not going to be happening. It's kind of an issue that we are seeing right now with Queen, that they aren't always droning everything out properly or at the right timing.
Drone's going to be coming out in heavy amounts across the board, as we'll see what exactly the attack plan is going to be from Queen here, but it looks like potentially a majority Moto take, which makes sense when you do have the Thermite and the Habana both available to open up the church wall. Looks like Kitty's going to try and get control of blue here. This is kind of one of those areas that we do need essential control over if you are indeed going to go for that church push.
And that's kind of what I wanted to see from SPYS, but somehow they just kept on going from the actual to dirt tunnel. Like, I don't know why, but they kept on trying that, and it almost failed once. So I don't know why they actually went for it again. C4 comes in, will be basically do no damage at all. It's going to be Shiska on half HP, now able to open up the wall. Don't place that, please. Okay.
Come on.
I hope she actually pulled it out in time,
I think she did pull out.
because otherwise that's a very well waste of utility right there. Waiting
Yeah,
for
sure.
a grenade to come in right there, right now from the Buck, making sure that indeed that's going to be the opportunity.
Oh.
But there we go. Miex will be taking down Shinka. That's a huge frag right there. As the church will stay close. It's Canary with the long angle with the ACOG. Now to take down Shadow as well. That's the Buck gone. No more grenades. They could potentially be flying in. Kitty will try and make sure that redemption is on the way, as she is going to be dropping into motorcycle right now and aware if someone is actually going to be playing into blue. Luna manages to pick up one. Novo gets a trade onto Kitty. It's going to be all SPYS for this round. It looks like as it's only up to Luna and Mia right now. 2 on 4. They don't have the walls open that they want to have opened up, so they got to work with the hatches and the main staircase, basically.
Yeah, this is
15
not looking
seconds
good at
remaining.
all. Luna trying to crouch walk all the way down through the main hallway, but Canary's just down Mia. It's on as a Luna, but she gets inside, which she doesn't realize there's someone else in there. Alice will shut her down. It's going to be SPYS to take round number 9. Things looking really, really good for them right now. The red dot. Interesting.
Some people actually swear that the red dot is the best.
It's not. I'm
No.
afraid.
Reflex is definitely better.
If
or
whoever says
Hollow.
that is objectively wrong, I'm afraid.
Like, the reflex has, like, you have so much more peripheral view, right? And Holo still gives you the opportunity to basically zoom depending on your
Yeah, this isn't even-
resolution. It
Not
isn't even a
debate.
discussion,
It's not
right?
debate. Exactly. There's no discussion involved.
Can
Red
be.
dot is horrific. You know how this started? With Yeti. That's who I blame for doing the red dot gang thing. Like, No.
Maybe we should call him to court as well, like Kickstar
Yeah.
got called to court by Intero for
Attackers
using
need to
Ember
locate
Rise.
and defuse
Exactly.
bombs.
So, round number 10 will go underway, and we'll see CCB and Cash Room hold once more. SPYS. We'll see exactly how they are going to be holding all of this down. And, well, things went pretty successfully for them last time here, and with one round in the bag, if they can bring it, well, of course they can secure that overtime. And I believe they get defense in overtime. So,
It's random.
is it random?
Actually, yeah, it's random. They voted for it, I believe. I mean, that's what I was told yesterday.
Attackers have located
So,
a bomb. 10 seconds
then it's just
remaining.
gonna be in anyone's ball game. I just hope Melanie learned from her mistake and knows that as soon as the wall's open, you shouldn't back up too much because that's gonna be losing you your life. And well, to be honest,
it's a very hard area to play. Once that
it's a
wall
very
gets
hard
open.
area to play. But at that point, when that wall's open, you just stay there. You don't move anymore. You just wait for someone to peek
Yes,
you, and then
definitely.
you take that gunfight because otherwise you're dead anyway. And that could have just as well lost them the round because garage control is so vital for the way that both these teams have been attacking. They open up the main wall, they want to plant there. But you need garage control. As soon as garage falls, it's all over. So they have to be keeping that in mind. Melanie has to keep that in mind. She has such a big, well, what's it called? Responsibility right there for her team to just make sure that she stays alive. Is that muted?
Sure.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that one's muted.
Yeah.
There we go. Why not the other one then? Oh well.
Yeah, that's true actually.
That's the angle that you want to deny, basically, but that's fine. ADS got wasted, meaning that flashbangs are now going to be able to go in. They want to go for a Sophia. Well,
Yeah, they gotta open
Stun
the
trick.
barricade first though.
yeah, but they didn't do so. I might think they wanted to do that with the impact, but you will now realize that the barricade is still there. I just hope that Mux is going to be ready to actually work on that straight away. C4 gets popped up, won't be doing too much damage. We see the buck down below right now. We'll soon be trying to put out some damage.
I like how like Mia drones out the barricade there to confirm that it is up, but what's Pascal from the other side? Great angle. He's gonna shut down Shadow from below. Buck is off the board. That's pretty my thoughts.
That's a
Like
great start.
Mia, she drones out the barricade, sees it's there, and like kind of looks around and is like, okay, well now what am I supposed to do?
What do we do now?
Yeah. Oh, the drone nitro. Oh.
Too late. Detonation was way too late right there.
Yeah. Well, Luna will be able to get that barricade open, and that's going to allow Zofia trick, which could allow Shishka to open up this wall, but...
So much time wasted.
Yeah,
Look
and
at the
also-
time.
Yeah, the EMP is going to come down. Misa could know this is down, but it was mistimed. Wait, what?
No. She couldn't place it
was
down, and
poked. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Zofia charge came in, didn't it? Yeah, okay.
she was about to place, and then the
Yeah.
Sophia charge came in. So Luna instantly picking up that kill as she tried to rotate up to the rafters. It's going to be up to Melanie now to stay alive. This is the last critical point they need to keep with 50 seconds. That's all she needs to survive. It's going to be Luna to jump in. That's going to be giving a free kill to Valkyrie right now. But we actually see two people moving in. Kitty quite low on HP. Might actually go down in any second now. It's going to be Canary to drop. Actually, and then Kitty falls as well. Right as Shiska wanted to go for the plant, it's going to be Shiska to actually reply with one of the kills. As she is going to be going for a pickup. We still have Novo from below. Actually, no shotgun this time. And that is going to be probably detrimental for this setup right here. Novo knows that one person is going to be coming from the garage, but it's going to be Mia to pick up that kill. It's all up to Alice now. Alice needs to pick up both. Manages to not pick up the first one in the first initial gunfight. And we'll find ourselves in a very hard 1v2 retake situation now.
Yeah, but no outside repels to try and deal with here, but a very long angle being held by Mia is going to confirm the round for Queen, as they take round number 10, and they keep this even scoreline. And that was a very essential round for them to bring in. Great shot from Mia at the end there.
Great shot indeed. Melanie was the critical factor in that point. She had to stay alive. Also, the rotation from the bandit was probably like the poorest decision to go there, to try to go to the garage when the barricade just got shot from that angle. I'd have wanted to actually rotate back into cash. Would have given a better opportunity of survival. Possibly to fight later on, but look at Mux, 11 kills. Definitely doing some great work right there. Pascal as well. Like, it was great, like a great effort taking out a buck right there. That could have won them the round at some point, if it wouldn't be just the good call from Queens to just go in and try and get the kills like that.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
This is so close. It's actually insane how back and forth this has been so far. Like, every single round since we've done the split has just been back and forth. It's been one round
Definitely.
there, one round here, one round there. I just can't call how this is going to go. CC should be such an easy win right now, honestly. But we've had some good counter striking coming out as well. Like some good coordination, especially with the barricade. So let's revisit that actually, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't really understand how this works.
Oh, look at that.
And I'm glad that now we've seen a castle barricade gone down here as well. So what Queen tend to do here is they try and use the Zofia trick. So if you get a Zofia charge, the Griswold charge.
Don't you have to place it to the other side, by the way? Doesn't the impact actually... Isn't it going to be able to reach it now? Like, okay, when you... So, it depends on... It might not, right? But depending on the angle, since the castle barricade is placed from the side like it has been placed, it's closer to the drone hole.
Yeah.
So, you might be able to actually get the impact to actually hit
I see
it
what you mean.
properly,
Yeah.
right? You might want to put it more, like, to the other side to actually...
I think it's fine, because I think it'll bounce before it goes any further. Like, I don't think it can fit through the bottom. Like, from that angle, is what I mean.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. They probably thought it through, though. Let's hope for that. There's just something that popped in my mind right now, and they're going to have to use a grenade to do so, and they will secure the kill with that. Problem solved. Right now, we're going to see the refrag go.
Yeah, nice refrag coming out from Pascal there. Shadow going to go down very early on, and we'll see Pascal still holding onto the vertical play, but that wall already getting opened up.
Yeah. Melanie has to stay alive now. We also see, instead of the Doc, the Echo coming out. It's definitely going to be stable. Well, something that they might be able to use those stuns, use those yokais to get this information that they so need, so to say, to actually get, well, stay alive. Get everything. Oh, I like that shield. It's going to be able to make sure that she stays alive even longer if they start pushing.
Yeah. It also means that you have to hop over the shield if you want to get that control.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice shot from Shishka. Is going to take Canary right off the board. There goes the Echo. Now already in a 4v2. As Alice tries to go for the run out, but there's someone there watching it. Mia shut her down. It's all down to Pascal in a 1v4.
Valkyrie right now, the one to try and prevent the actual round to come in from Queens, but it's going to be Luna on the window to actually read that the castle barricade was the one to be opened up. And as soon as that happened, the hand was taken clean off from the Jaeger. Right now, match point coming down from Team Queen.
Match and
SPYS.
Series point.
Match
as
and
well.
series points, yeah. It was SPYS that almost actually managed to get it, like not the last round, but the round before. So we weren't able to clutch it out at that point. Right now, we'll decide to go back to Church Arsenal. They need to gamble on the overtime. They need to make sure that that is where we're going right now, because this is the last round otherwise. But they have brought it so close. Is Queen gonna reign supreme, or is it gonna be SPYS that are trying to get it up to the OT and making sure that this will last for another 3 rounds after this? That is what we're waiting for, and they're going to be gambling on the random side distribution. I don't know, where do you want to start right now? Do you want to start defense or do you want to start attack? I think you want to start defense because you've already had 6 rounds right now. Or when you're focusing on the fact that you got your first 3 rounds straight away on attack.
Depends who you are, honestly, right? Like, if I'm SPYS, I'm gonna just continue on defense, right? Because defense has just been my most successful side by far. Like, my most consistent side, right? Like, Queen was doing badly on their own defenses on the first 3 rounds, and then after that, they were doing well.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I think it was more of a shock factor with how SPYS were playing. They were playing differently to how they normally play, right? Like, they're a much more coordinated push kind of team.
Definitely so. But, oh well, SPYS is close. They need 1 more round. They need 5 more kills for it to go to overtime. But the same goes for Queen. They need 5 more kills, and they are the champions of this league. They will be, well, not completely undefeated, not completely unharmed, as they have lost the map. And this one has gotten pretty close. Oh, there we go. That's indeed very good one right there from Velkia. Now rotating back to the kitchen, trying to get a second set of Excaros right there. We see Kitty actually is going to be preparing one of the EMPs right there. Ooh, will it actually get it? No. Oh, yes, it does. Okay. I was going to say it actually bounced back. Like, that could have ended up pretty badly right there with 2 sets of Excaros wasted, but it's not going to be the case. Hatches will be opened up. At least 2 of them. One might remain closed, depending on what they do with the termite charge. As, right now, all the vertical angles are being created that they need. Is actually muked down by the skeleton key, it looks like. The Doc Stim is going to be coming in just in...
No,
That missed.
Canary.
That missed. It's going to be coming in just in time, actually, to possibly escape alive, because Mux, you need her. She has been so effective. She's been so, well, detrimental to the likes of Queen. Doing so much damage.
I don't think the positioning is very good from SPYS here whatsoever, as Canary's going to be able to revive herself. However, they've lost control of dirt, and they've got 3 people stacked into backside of Armory right now. This is not good if a church push comes through. This is not going to end too well whatsoever. Mia holding a very tight angle here as the push will start to come through. From
The
above,
hands are just
Luna.
being sniped right here.
Yeah, Luna holding a very, very tight angle here, but looks like Queen really do want to push into this Armory side, and, well, Mia's going to find the first frag of this round. And will take Canary off the board. That Doc is going to be off the board, and, well, she's going to be supporting this action as well, as the rotates are going to through into church and hold in a longer angle to try and shut this dirt push from coming down so heavier. As Miux could be holding it down, but she's actually going to delete her. Miux will actually trade it out. Nitro will go through, but will miss its target. However, as Mia goes to plant the diffuser down. Impacts are going to come through as Pascal does find one. Kitty finds another. However, in return, frag grenades come through. It's going to move her out of position. And it's all down to Pascal on a 3v1 to try and bring this in right now. They have control of Hatch. She just have no utility remaining on the clock. However, she's going to peek around and she's going to get shut down. And Team Queen will take round number 12. It'll be GG well played, as they will take the series 2-1. And they will be your CCS Women's League European champions.
SPYS brought it so close. They almost managed to do it. Some even believed in it as soon as they got up to 5 points. I thought they were going to be able to do it, especially when you see that attack, well, that defense back then unfold. Just to fall apart at the last very seconds. Unfortunate here for SPYS, but Queen, they have been the better team throughout the entire season. They were expected to win. They were the favorites, and so they did. They came, they saw, they conquered. And it's going to be SPYS to look back on a very, very successful playoffs, actually. Something they can be very proud of. Even though they might be filled with emotions right now that are mostly anger or disappointment. They have a lot to look up to, and actually look at how well they did compared to what everybody might have expected at the start of the season. So that concludes that matchup.
An absolutely phenomenal matchup. I don't think we could have asked for anything more from SPYS there. They pushed Queen to the edge, and even at one point, around round, what was it, 9 there, when they went up 5-4. Even at parts of round 10, it was looking like SPYS was going to push it to match point. I mean, GG's to both teams. Obviously, congratulations to Team Queen. I know it must be disappointing for SPYS, but they've got to be proud with this effort. I want to talk about, this isn't something we normally always do, but let's talk about, even though SPYS was the losing team, Sternab, what did they do right to even find themselves that close to winning it?
And they had some pretty coordinated pushes. Like, you could tell that they knew what they were doing on Clubhouse overall. Something that was happening that was quite interesting on Clubhouse is like all these vertical angles that were getting opened up, particularly by Pascal, was doing a lot of damage, kind of through the vertical play, right? Like, especially on that CC hold, right? We had all these like weird angles being opened up. They knew what kind of pushes that Queen was going to try and do there, and overall they were shutting it down across the board. So there was quite a lot of back and forth there. During their defenses, the attacks were quite coordinated from SPYS at the start, and we saw like pretty aggressive early control coming out from them, like things like proning their way into sight to try and get that early control when the jacuzzi wall gets opened up and stuff like that. And they seem quite reactive and doing something that I wasn't really expecting from SPYS, honestly.
Yeah. Any follow-up to that, Hap? Anything you liked from SPYS that you saw?
Just the overall game impressed me compared to, we just saw a 7-0 loss, right? The way they bounced back off that mental, well, just breakdown it could have been. Really amazed me, and it showed that they are a flexible team, a resilient team, who are unfortunately now just missing out on the title, but it definitely shows potential for the future. And if they manage to stick together or scream even more together, then we might actually see Queen fall next time they meet. Like there was a couple of things. For example, the garage. I don't know if Melanie was the best player to put there. No offense to Melanie, but like she didn't really feel comfortable playing at that position.
Mhm.
It looked like on those rafters, like got picked up time and time again. And that like the player on those rafters needs to be the player that has the best survivability skills, so to say, who is able to stay alive the longest because that rafters they are critical to the take of Queen. Um, and it showed time and time again. Every time they went there, they wanted that garage control, and as soon as they got it, they got the round because they managed to get down the bomb plant. So, like, I think looking back, that is maybe the mistake that eventually made them lose on this matchup, by not being able to hold garage control properly. But it's a hard and tricky thing to do. So I don't want to take anything away right here from the skills from either of these players. It just takes a lot of refining, a lot of practice to actually be able to hold the garage for such a long time. Because at some point we said it's only 50 seconds, but if you're getting under pressure from 3 angles for 50 seconds, then you can literally not move at all. So
Yeah, it
yeah.
does definitely bode well for the future. Obviously, what we're talking about here are minor mistakes. This just goes to show that SPYS could come in next year and really, from the get-go, compete for that top position. Now, just to close it out, let's talk about the champions themselves here. Sternab. I mean, the answer obviously can't possibly be everything, but what did Queen do so well that secured them the victory here?
They change up their strats quite a lot, right? They weren't holding things the way that they would normally hold them. We saw adaptability coming from them, especially in their defense. You're 3-0 down on Clubhouse on attacks, and yeah, we kind of said like we kind of expected to be a bit more attacker sided, but mentally it's not a great state to be in, and you have to find 2 rounds here. I think like overall in kind of like playstyle, we saw a lot of adaptability coming out from them. So like for example, when we see the gym attack happen for the second time, we see a lot of like they know how they're going to attack that. They know like okay, jacuzzi wall's going to get opened up. We're going to see like the heavy push come through that side. We know they're going to try and prone their way in. You see like I think it was Shishka who was proning in response to the prone angles coming through. So it was kind of like good kind of like reading into what was going on. I think they noticed a lot as well, and it kind of starts on border that SPYS do the same attacks over and over again. They would do the exact same takes. Especially on that gym attack as well. They did the same take like every single time that they attacked there. So I think Queen have that good in-game adaptation that I think that sometimes SPYS struggle to stay ahead of the curve in a way. Like if something works, don't fix it, sure, but also recognize that you can be counter-stracted mid-game, and something that Queen have been pretty good at doing throughout the season is recognizing if they lose a round, what did they do wrong, and to change it up, and not just do the same defense.
Hap, does that just also show us what the difference between a first place team and a second place team is, and what it takes to be champions?
Rainbow Six is all about adapting, right? It's always been like that. You bring something that counters it, and then you keep on going back and forth on that. And like most of the times, the teams that win these grand finals are the teams that can adapt the best on the fly, because you're going to be encountering all kind of things, right? And you need to have someone with a great mind that is going to be able to counter everything what's happening. And that's what's happening with Queen right here. They see what's going wrong. They know how to fix it. They implement it, and it works. Basically, that's what happened right here. SPYS also tried that, but it didn't always work, and that's been the difference here. Queen was just a better team at adapting at whatever SPYS brought at them, and because of that, they won, and it's deserved. I mean, they have the overall better round differential as well because they had a 7-0 in the mix. Don't forget that. So they definitely know how to play this game, and it's not an undeserved win, but SPYS did definitely make it close, and I think that with a bit more practice, then they will definitely be able to adapt like Queen does as well.
SPYS still the only team to have ever taken a map off of Queen.
Yeah.
That alone is record breaking itself. I don't think many teams go into this thinking that they're going to be able to easily beat Queen. They are by far and away the best team. They've already proven that they are the champions. They are the victor. They get their lion's share of the prize pool, which of course will be announced later tonight, since they still have NA to conclude as well, which we'll believe you'll be hosting that as well, Brimstone.
I will, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So to cap off the day today, thank you so much to everyone that tuned in to view, support, everything like that, chat as well. This has been a phenomenal run here, and the viewers have made it all the more successful. Really, the success is due almost completely in part to them, but also thank you, Hap, as well. Thank you, Sternab. You guys have done a phenomenal job this year when you guys have come in. It's been a big pleasure to be working with you. Any final words for yourself, Hap?
It's been one of the greatest game I've seen. Like, you might not have like, people were a bit skeptical, right, about the league. Like, can it be competitive, stuff like that? And people are saying like Queen is better than everyone. It's probably going to be a run over. But this like map 1 and map 3, definitely one of the best maps I've casted. Um, and like, it just makes the story complete with that O7. You rather not want to see it, but it definitely, I think it was one of the best of threes I have ever personally casted, if not the best. So I'm really grateful for having the opportunity to do so. Excited to be working with a lot of the talent we've been working here with today, like Medics and Sternup as well in OGA and Split. So yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
And yourself, Sternab, anything to add?
Just a big thanks to all of the women that competed. When we started this league, we didn't really know how successful it was going to be. We had all these choices to like sign up as free agent. We did it as an open qualifier because we didn't really know if there were going to be enough teams to fill the slots. The response was overwhelming. We even extended the league to 10 teams because, yeah, it was just absolutely overwhelming from them. So like a big thank you to all the community who supported. Big shout out to Versarex as well for supplying an insane amount of the prize pool with 350 gifted subs. This man is a hero. So yeah, big shout out to Versarex, and of course a big shout out to Logitech, our sponsor, for providing part of the prize as well with some gear. So big thank you to Logitech as well. It's been a great honor working with them, as well as Jess, who came with us with the original idea of the league. Jess has been a really big part of the visionary of the part of this league, and I'm sure you'll hear much more about that from the casters tonight as well, after the NA season concludes as well. But that'll be all from Europe. A big thank you to everyone who came out tonight as well to watch, and we hope you enjoyed the show.